All right, welcome back to Crash and Burn, everyone. Where we left off, you had just fought your first major battle against the Federation on Earth, and we are going to briefly pan over the aftermath a little longer, as I don't think we had enough time last session to really linger on the aftermath and give you a bit. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to set the scene, and I'm going to give you each a little bit of time to go over what your characters are focusing on in the aftermath, and then we will transition to a downtime period. And if we still have time, we will transition to another fight. Uh, that last one is looking a little unlikely tonight, but that is the plan for tonight. So, without further ado, right off the bat, I know someone wanted to go try to interrogate the gun cannon pilots that you captured. About the identity of the ghost of Sydney and who they were.
Yes. Now I remember. Sorry, it's been a week.
No, that's fine. So
Boy, howdy.
we will focus on Captain Isaac Urban first and do that, and then I will go down the list, so to speak, about where you all are and what you're doing, and then everyone's favorite will arrive.
Our boy, Hans. He gets us
Isaac,
the fun things. Sorry.
oh, you're fine. You've gone over to the prisoners. You know, there's a gaggle of Federation prisoners now under watch from basically just Gold in his Zaku pointing a 120 at them, because what are they going to do? And there is one gun cannon pilot there, surprisingly not in a normal suit like you are, just in basically fatigues with what looks like a leather helmet.
Wait, like he's playing old school football?
More like a tanker helmet.
That makes much more sense.
Yours is a more amusing image, though.
I was thinking like 1920s pilot.
Yeah, exactly. It's that similar sort of vibe. So you go over to these Federation prisoners. Most of them are clearly just relieved to be alive. They're just kind of sitting. There's a mix of emotions. Some are quite cheerful that their war is over. A few are sullen and withdrawn, and a few are outright defiant, glaring at you. The gun cannon pilot is one of those who looks to just be relieved to be alive.
Well, I walk amongst them until I happen upon the gun cannon pilot.
Can I help you?
Hey, Perry, did I learn this guy's name?
No, you were just meeting him for the first time.
I see. You're the pilot, right?
Thankfully for you, he has a name tag on his fatigue shirt because the Federation is a military. And
A real one.
yeah, he nods and he says, "Yeah, pilot in training, Hampton."
Mind telling me a little bit about that other pilot?
Which one? The one you killed, or
The
or
loud
the
one.
team? Oh, him. Hampton kind of goes and shudders. He's from space, I think. He was transferred from the Space Force. Uh, I don't know a lot about him. He was put in charge of a group of us basically a couple days ago. He kind of thinks it over. He's a little rattled still, so to speak, from everything that has happened in the last hour. And he finally goes, "Right. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. His name is Jenkins, and he's Australian? No? He's an Aussie. He was in the Space Force. He was on board the Sydney.
I see.
He really hates you guys."
That sounds about right. Was there something amusing about that, Sergeant Sigurd?
I was just clearing my throat.
All right.
That's what I like to hear, Sergeant.
Anything else?
I love the rumble of throat grime in the morning.
Is there anything else, or can I go back to sitting down?
You can go back to sitting down.
He salutes and then sits down.
I return the salute and I fuck off.
Right, and now we'll go over what the others are doing. Theo, where's your guy? He got chewed out last time, so I'm curious how he's feeling and what he's thinking.
Theo is in a rough way.
Would you like to elaborate?
Theo's taking it a little hard. He's probably cracked open one of the bottles from home for a little bit of light day drinking to celebrate victory. Totally. Probably going about assessing damage and seeing what can be salvaged of the eviscerated, beam slagged Zakus and what's left of the chop suey that was once a beam tank.
There's not much left of either, to be honest.
I figured, but
The only thing you're able to grab is a single shattered green Zaku head with its mono eye blown out.
damn. Well, I'll go about the extremely grim business of seeing if I can find any remains of personal effects.
There is nothing. It is a crater. A scorched crater with a single Zaku head.
We're basically gonna like put a hand on some of this slagged remains of Zaku's. Anything that isn't, still hot enough to like burn a hand, and just really let that sink in. If they got more of these kicking around, that's gonna be a big fucking problem.
Indeed. But thankfully, it's very unlikely the Federation has figured out a way to truly miniaturize beam weapon tech.
But emplacements are always a chance, and we're gonna need to be ready to take him out before Isaac orders next time. So
Sure.
better to be ready than get surprised again.
All right.
Isaac does have a point, all things told.
We'll cut the camera over to John Deere. Where is he at? What's he doing?
Well, John is currently, maintaining perimeter because his mobile suit was startlingly. It's not fucked up, okay? It's surprisingly not fucked up. So the Zaku one's, scanning around, but actually, John was a mechanic before the fighting kind of began in earnest and before he took up mobile suit piloting. So to get his mind off of what has occurred, to avoid thinking about, the private and
The
corporal
incident.
screams of realization, he's actually looking at the downed gun cannon. The one that's here. I don't know if it was the one that was just the second gun cannon that was like taken out, or if it was the one that surrendered that we disabled.
We'll say it's the one that surrendered.
Because Jean's never actually seen one of these up close. Because usually in the colonies it would have been like one of those gun tanks, right? Or whatever.
It's certainly an odd design for a mobile suit from your perspective. It seems like the Federation has not prioritized any idea of these things engaging in hand-to-hand combat and has gone for just overwhelming firepower. But they're slow, as you saw yourself.
They lumbered. Jean just kind of gazes over the broken frame, the cracked visor, and all he can really think is, how many more of these? Like, how many more of these will he have to fight in the next couple of days, the next couple of weeks, months even? and he just kind of sits there observing this broken alien machine, trying to keep his mind off of whoever's going to replace those kids. He is notably somber. And that's all.
All right, we cut over to George Gold.
All right, he's gonna pop over comms and be like, "Hey, I got some cigars for everyone for our first day on Earth. If anyone wants one, come and get it whenever." And then he's gonna try and go down and talk to the all the POWs, and he's gonna light his cigar with a match. It's like, "All right, you vampires, where can I get me some of this blood pasta I've read about? I'm hungry."
Fucking forgot about that shit.
What the fuck are you talking about, Zeke?
I heard you guys eat blood pasta.
We don't
I want
even
some.
make pasta here. This is Belarus.
You what? And there's just a genuine like immense sadness on George's face. What? What are you guys don't even have pasta? What?
They make pasta in Italy, jackass.
There's none in this whole godforsaken area. You lying to me?
Are you crazy?
Maybe a little bit, but if you ask me, you're the crazy ones. You don't even have pasta around here. You kidding me?
There's a famine.
Ah, come on. Can't be that bad.
George, roll keen empathy.
How much could Australia possibly have affected the world pasta reserves?
With a plus
What's
three,
climate
because-
change?
With a
With
plus,
a plus
three, because
three?
the mood here is very obvious, so to speak.
One failure.
Yeah, everything's great.
Actually,
Now these Zeeks are like
Hey,
whipped
I have a
dogs.
question about that.
Uh-huh.
How many narrative points do we have?
Well, see, here's the thing. I don't know. So who wants to roll them?
Do you guys want me to roll them again? I've been
Sure.
rolling pretty okay.
Go for it.
That'll be 9 plus 1 for the Zaku one.
right, there we go.
Hey.
Does the one for the after action report also count, or is that just
No,
Okay.
that would yeah, it would be.
Woo!
So,
Yeah!
all right. Are you want to spend a narrative point to make that one success?
no?
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, you know these feds really are just like whipped dogs. They just let you say anything.
You guys are no fun. Whatever. I'll make it myself one day. George pops back in his, in his
Why
Zaku.
don't you make a keen awareness now?
One failure again.
Awesome. No. George,
Yes.
you take 1 body damage as someone fucking chucks a rock at your head. You don't see who does it from the crowd of POWs, and they kind of just close up, so to speak.
You guys are dirty.
Says the fucking guys who committed genocide.
Bah.
The mood now, even without an empathy check, you can tell the mood has
Womp
shifted,
womp.
George.
Really?
You have turned this crowd from mostly resigned and relieved to mostly hostile to you now.
Good job, George. Now we'll have plenty of people to fight.
Woo!
Sigurd, we're gonna cut over to you. What are you up to, bud?
This is a spaceport, right?
Technically, it's an airport.
Airport. Okay. Wanted to make my way to the comms tower.
Yeah, okay. You can get up to the ATC.
I just want to attempt to send a little transmission under the radar.
All right, you're gonna make me a keen and tech to do this.
Oof. Why is my tech so low? That is one success.
All right, and what is the message you are transmitting, and who? Who are you transmitting it to? Because you are able to do it covertly. Someone is going to roll to oppose this because there's plenty of efforts happening. So,
I just wanted to update my contact of my current whereabouts.
okay, how do you say about your whereabouts? Could you be more specific?
Gonna just keep it vague enough to say we're on Earth now. Because we
So you're
weren't
just saying
last
we're
time
on
we made
Earth.
contact. Yeah. And just basically ask, do you have an update for me?
No update.
Copy. With that, I'm gonna exit quickly. Head back to my Zaku to try to patch it up a bit.
Sounds good. A few moments later, obviously, the reinforcements who were coming to this airport to land have already begun their assault on the city and are driving out in this big column. Now, the rest of your guys who were meant to come link up with you have arrived. As you see a staff car pull up in an open top with a familiar political officer sitting next to
God
a
damn
other
it.
familiar captain.
Does this guy follow me around everywhere?
The
He's attached to our
captain.
unit, Captain.
The captain, meanwhile, does not really do much. Mainly just kind of nods towards your direction, Isaac, and then goes about organizing a security and occupation of the space.
Just so I go, mind remember, that's Captain Langer, right?
Yep, Captain Lang.
Okay.
He's very clearly not here to chit chat. He's here to get his airborne to
We got
set
shit
up
to
a
do.
perimeter security. Yeah, exactly. And they start taking custody of the prisoners of war. At least they do. Till political officer Palov Tel Hans walks over to them and says something, and clearly is now talking to the near riotous Federation prisoner.
You know, the only thing in my mind is, oh, that will keep him busy for at least a little bit. There's something about
the end-
cigars.
Oh yes, are you all going to go get cigars from George before we transition?
You bet.
I'm not. I just wanted to tell him I don't smoke.
You don't want one to trade? They're pretty good ones.
No.
Sean
You're-
I'll
isn't
take
going
one.
to do that because George is a junior enlisted, and as a senior enlisted, you shouldn't take things from your subordinates.
I fucking
Never put yourself in a position to take from your men.
the idea of showing up to someone and being like, "I heard you're giving out cigars," and then just go, "I don't smoke," and then leaving is incredibly funny to me.
You two are no fun.
I mean, I'll take one.
Yeah, you can have one.
I'm gonna say to George, you know those are bad for your lungs, right?
I don't indulge often. I mean, being in war is bad for your lungs. Whatever.
What? Not with all this fresh air, I say as all the Federation soldiers cough violently.
It's so nice and unpolluted and fresh.
I'm gonna
One of you
rock up
poor
and grab
souls
a
want
cigar.
one?
Yeah.
Sergeant Gold, excellent work. Polyoff Hans comes over to you and takes the cigar,
Son of a bitch, I mutter.
and he hands it over to the gun cannon pilot, who takes it, and he puts a hand on the gun cannon pilot's shoulder. Not even like I want to stress, not like the shoulder, like the back of this guy's neck at the shoulder blades. It's like, I have a replacement pilot for you already. Pilot officer Hampton here has expressed his will to fight for the Zeonic people and the liberation of the Earth. Hampton just goes, yeah.
Damn, is he blowing this dude's spot up in front of the other prisoners too?
Why would
Yes,
you do that?
exactly.
Oh,
Until Hans goes, and our great leaders have also deemed that any Federation prisoners of war who take a similar offer will receive full status and potentially even Zeonic citizenship fighting for the Foreign Legion. Now then, enjoy your new pilot. He shoves him over to you all and goes, now, is there anything else? Oh, yes. I should inform you that the attack on the city has gone flawlessly. Unfortunately, Captain Mister, or sorry, apologies. Colonel Mister, of course. She has decided, in her wisdom, that if the city was providing too much of an obstacle to her troops, to, unfortunately, flatten the center of it. So the collateral is not to my liking, but resistance has been stifled. Well done, everyone. Now, mount up. We have a war to win. Paris in a week. And he hums to himself and walks over to his staff car.
George shuffles over to the gun cannon pilot and lights his cigar.
Thanks.
So, are they hiding the pasta from me, or is it really not real?
There's no pasta, bro.
God. Thanks.
pasta's that Italian thing, right?
If you wanted pasta, you should be in Italy, France, maybe North America.
Well, we aren't there, so I'll just have to deal.
They have Italians in North America?
Yeah. What? Hampton just looks confused and goes, well, anyways, Hampton. Born in Boston, at your service.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
well.
mop up at the
Wait,
moment.
I have a question, Perry. Who,
Yeah.
Who would Isaac think is the most well learned of all of us?
I don't know, if I'm being real with you. Maybe you.
What are academic scores? Let's go through.
You're
I
gonna be
got a 2.
disappointed.
I have a
3.
3.
One.
Can anyone beat a
and
3?
One.
I'm pretty sure Jean has a 0.
You know,
Yeah,
with
I
the
Me and Georgie are the smart boys.
with this guy saying born in Boston, I just look for Theo for direction. I don't know what that is.
It's on the east coast of the United States. It's
To the left.
I mean, if you're looking at a map, it would be the right, wouldn't it? It's the left of us, but
Yeah, I meant of us.
I just like to think we're having this conversation in character.
absolutely.
Yep.
Historically terrible sports teams, but you got to respect the underdogs.
We're just accepting this.
I want to walk up to the to Hampton and just look him square in the eye. So you're fighting for us, kid?
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. Whatever they set you up with, there's going to be a remote detonator if I have anything to say about it. So
What the fuck, man?
Whoa.
Sergeant Sigurd,
Uh,
what the fuck are you talking about? Scratch that. Don't speak anymore.
he was.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Would that even work? Humanowski particle interference?
I'm gonna take my my open half empty bottle of wine and just kind of hand it towards Hampton.
Hampton chugs it down as some of the Federation presidents jeer at him. He just goes, this day sucks. And I think
What-
there is where we're going to seem like to a few weeks later.
What
John
the
is
fuck,
baffled.
Sigurd? Why would you say
Johnny,
that?
no, not even at Sigurd. He's just fucking baffled. We're gonna take someone
He
who
was
got
shooting
convinced
at
by
us 2 seconds ago.
2 seconds ago and put him back in a mobile suit.
Oh, don't worry. He's going to have to spend these next 2 weeks in political education with Tel Hans. Tel Hans is just too lazy to take him with him, so he's making you guys take him with him.
Could
I
you
have a-
imagine
I
the
have a
misadventures
question.
of fucking Hampton and Tel Hans in the staff car?
I have a question about that. Does this mean that Telhans is too busy to talk to us?
No. He
God
has
damn
always
it.
time for his favorite soldier.
He loves us. We're his guys.
So we're gonna
The
swipe away.
Not if I had anything to say about it.
We swipe away to 2 weeks later. You are now in Poland, not just in the eastern Poland. You have made it to a little town, at least by your standards, called Warsaw. Specifically, Xeon forces have been trying to cross the Vistula, but the Federation have created a rather stubborn defense on the Vistula. They seem unwilling to give up the Vistula for some reason. Which is kind of baffling a lot of people in command right now of why the Federation is digging in this hard with so many assets at one river crossing. But either way, the current plan is to just basically like a tennis racket, just bat them left and right back across the Vistula with attacks in the south and attacks in the north. For now, though, you all have had some time at camp to just relax. You've been, at this point, the main Xeon forces have linked up with you. Like the Xeon division overseeing this operation is here now. And they are there. You are no longer the only mobile suit pilots in the AO, thankfully. So you've had some time to rest and recover. You've received 2 replacements, one of whom is now Private Hampton, fresh out of political re-education, and the other is a veteran, actually, of the Kazakhstan drop.
Oh shit. That was
Another-
bad.
Yeah, a corporal, who we will call Corporal Miraby, which I will type out because I understand that my accent makes that hard to enunciate sometimes.
Perry, may I also question about about Hampton?
Yes, you may.
Has he been given a Xeonified and Xeon painted his old gun cannon back, or has he been acquainted with a Zaku?
Oh, he has been given his gun cannon, and it has been put in a strange camouflage pattern to mark it as Xeonic with a green head.
This is optimal. Thank you.
If you're familiar with the captured Jim from MS Era, it's basically those colors is what they
Yes,
put
the
the gun
Jim.
cannon.
Jim Gefanga. Actually, I have it right here.
Yes, that is what they have done to this gun cannon.
Sick.
Foul.
What's that kind of
Anyhow,
word?
thank you.
You know that Hampton has received a lot of hazing from other members of the airborne unit and other MS pilots, and has effectively been socially isolated and cut off,
Whatever.
including at least one incident of him actually being attacked in the mess, but Tel Hans put a stop to that.
I would have
See-
thrown in my hat too. He's one of our boys now.
It seems that Tel Hans is the only friend that he has. A good
I mean,
friend.
no. we are not isolating him like that. That's crazy.
All right, so you know what? On that note, let's start with you, Theo. It's been 2 weeks at this camp, and it looks like it's going to be another long few days. So what are you up to, Theo?
If our new guy Hampton has been so like outcast, I probably have been like using like having him help me with paperwork or other assorted bullshit to like get him out of bad situations.
Yeah, I
And,
mean,
like, just shoot the shit and just be relatively cordial, jovial, Be cool. I'm being cool.
You try to be cool, Lieutenant. He actually
You know,
seems to
like-
warm up to you quite quickly, Theo. Maybe because you're the only one being nice to him in this camp aside from the Nazi. But, that.
Look, he got threatened by Sigurd, and that sucks. But also, I'm from the squad that would shoot nationalists if they tried to run away. So I get it. It's a bad vibe.
I would say George hasn't been mean to him, but George has probably just been distracted by other stuff.
Yeah, Theo's definitely been going out of his way to like be chill and like provide almost favoritism, I guess, in just that like, hey, bro, you don't have to do the command thing if you like really need to flip out. You're
I'll give
kind
you-
of, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you some more information about him then. What you've been able to glean about this guy. One, he's younger than most of you. He's like 19, turned 20 about the week before the colony drop, which he describes as a shitty birthday.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
He comes from Boston in the North America area. He mainly sounds like big family. It sounds like they may be less big now.
Eesh. Yeah.
Overall, not a big fan of the way wealth is allocated in the Federation, and is kind of bought into Talhans's socialist rhetoric about how the Xeon Revolution will reallocate things more fairly for everyone. Though you're not really sure how sincere that buy-in is versus I don't want to be shot.
Yep. I guess I'll like talk shop about the Federation's phobal suits.
What did you just say?
Phobal
Mobile
suits.
suit is a
Cobra
great fucking. That's great.
I mean, they just kind of suck, sir, if I'm being real with you. That gun cannon's a death trap. Those gun tanks are death traps. I heard a rumor from my old lieutenant, the crazy one, that they're working on making something to counter the Zaku, but fuck if I know, man. It's the federal elites are just gonna hold everything themselves and burrow their heads underground while the rest of us get killed up here. So who knows what they're doing at Jabra.
Fair enough, Private. Well, I'll see about getting you a proper Zaku if we get something in, then at least.
You really think they're gonna let a dirty Earthnoid touch a Zaku who isn't explicitly in the Foreign Legion?
Look, if they want you to be combat capable, we might need to get you into something a little more mobile at some point or another.
Well, I won't say no to that, sir. Thanks. I appreciate you keeping an eye out for.
Hey, we all need somebody, kid. I say like 4 years older than this dude.
It's all right.
Can you cut
4
to
years
me
is
in
a
the
while in
background?
this profession.
That's true.
Cut to me in the background, like only in the kid's line of sight, just like waving a little tiny remote that's actually for like a USB fan I installed in my cockpit.
He goes noticeably pale when he sees you waving and quickly looks back to his work, looking slightly nauseous.
Laugh and have a drink.
Does he have any sports of choice?
Baseball boss.
Baseball? Goddamn baseball. It's
They-
always fucking baseball.
They base and they ball.
I'm a big fan of the New York Yankees, sir.
Unforgivable.
you make me sick, Hampton. That's not actually in character.
No, that's go mine. Kill him. Kill him now.
Well, it's funny because I'm from the area, so in my heart of hearts, that stabs. I don't even give a shit about baseball.
Thing is, I care so long as the Yankees lose. That's all I want.
Exactly. I don't care how the Red Sox do. I just want the Yankees to lose.
I grew up in a gym household. Jets, Islanders, Mets. It's agony.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Do you ask him anything else, or are you good to get away?
Uh, I mean, I suppose I will try a little bit to like probe about what he knows about forces in the European theater. I'm
Well,
assu-
it's the Euro Army, so it's all the European forces are gathered into a few different Federal Army corps. Mostly a quick response and defensive force. It wasn't really, they didn't deploy often. They're mostly parade formations, not like the gut crazies in Africa. Those guys were swatting counterinsurgencies for the last 10 years.
Jesus.
That's why those
thought-
crazy fuckers in Dakar are still holding out.
For the Earth Federation, I would have thought you assholes would all be fucking united under one banner by now.
Sir, with all due respect, there's an active insurgency in North America. There's several insurgencies across Africa, the Middle East, Eurasia. And I'm sure if you threw a rock hard enough, you'd find an insurgency in South America too. From what I hear, there's even an insurgency in Australia collaborating with you guys now, which is kind of crazy if you think about it, considering, what happened.
Everything.
Yeah, good lord.
But
That
then
is
again,
fucking crazy.
I guess guys like Telhans are pretty convincing.
He does have a way with words.
Yep. Really, it's just going to be what it's always is. It's Federation military is massive. I think it's like 1 million guys in Europe.
Yep. Bodies after bodies, just like Loom.
What even happened at Loom? All I heard is Space Force got their asses.
I'll give him the lowdown on how things went for us and what a fucking nightmare it was. And I'm gonna talk mad shit about Shar.
That bitch ass.
Oh yeah, the Crimson Lightning. I've heard of.
Ah, fuck. Would I know who Johnny Ridden is? Do I think that's hilarious?
Roll academic.
And most
What would I
people
roll
know
to
who Johnny
know?
Ridden is.
Politics.
Academics.
John Ridden?
Politics tact, because this would be Xeon military politics.
Politics tact. All right. There could be worse rolls. Oh shit! I made it. That's 6 on 6. That's a
All
one
right,
success.
All right. You know who that this is a misunderstanding. You know who Johnny Ridden is. You know who Char.
I'm not gonna correct him, and I'm gonna do my damnedest not to laugh so that he doesn't think he's wrong.
Spit take in the background.
I gotta say,
He's a
sir, I'm all on board for the Xeon victory now. Don't get me wrong, but I am a little confused at what the plan is.
Well, we're a little far down the ladder to be getting too much of that. We're sort of just there.
Yeah, but like, there's over 1 million feds on that side of the river. He kind of points in that direction, and there's like a couple 10,000 plus of us on this side.
I mean, you do have a point. But we do sort of have. Do we have air superiority?
Yes.
No.
You do in this theater right now at
Yeah.
this particular time.
Yeah, so we got air superiority. We got mobile suits. I can't imagine you got too many of those beam weapons kicking around, and that took
Is
what
that
the
what that
whole
thing's
city to
called?
shoot.
Is that what that thing's called? I just call it a laser.
Well, lasers are the things you use to communicate. Beams are the weapons.
Why don't you just use a laser to hurt someone if it can connect anyway?
We got a couple of those for sidearms and such for the real fancy types, but they're a little harder to miniaturize from what I understand.
But couldn't you, in theory, make a laser and beam it into like a Zaku's mono eye?
What some kind of eye laser? What is this? A super robot cartoon?
I don't know, man. What's super robot? Sir,
Like
he
Captain
corrects himself.
Xeon.
Like Captain Sion.
You mean Captain America?
That sounds like some kind of ripoff shit.
I'm pretty sure Captain America came first, sir.
What's America?
I know what America is. Ah, fuck. Hyper Warrior Grungas. You know, like Bravern.
What?
Oh, I'll dig up. I'm sure there's a fucking Captain Xeon comic kicking around somewhere.
Sir, this is just a ripoff of Captain America.
I don't know what a Captain America is, but it sounds.
He's a superhero for America, you know, one of the founding nation states of the Federation.
America sounds like a shithole.
Well, I mean, it's 2 continents, sir. But yeah, I guess we should be happy we're not over there. Though I heard. Oh, did you hear about this, sir?
Do you hear about what?
New York fell in 12 hours.
They got New York?
Yes, sir. Xeon forces took New York. 12 hours.
Isn't that where Garmo was headed?
Who?
I think he's still captain, right? One of the zombies.
Oh, yeah, the zombies, right. Yeah, but hail the zombies.
The youngest one.
Yeah, hail Garmy. Yes, sir. Understood.
Yeah. Just very, very placated. Like you don't have to do that.
I don't know. The Polyoff said I do when they get mentioned, and I don't want to get shot for not doing it because someone says me not stiffening to an erect position as soon as a zombie is mentioned is treason.
Yeah, fair enough. All right.
And I think we cut away from the conversation here as you two continue chatting a little bit. What's Captain Isaac Urban been up to while he's stuck in camp with no action?
I did write a letter a few days ago. Because I got some news back from the folks at home. Well, I got it really back at Loom, but I've been thinking about what to write.
Yeah, hey Isaac, the MPs are at your tent.
Oh, wait, I only have a tent? That sucks.
Yeah. The MPs are there, along with your favorite Polyoff.
The fuck? What did I do this time?
Come now, Captain. We have a very important matter to talk about. And one of the MPs steps forward, putting a hand on his beating stick.
I put my book away.
The other MP grabs your book and snatches it up once you put it away.
You could have just asked for it, you know.
No, Captain. These men will be searching your tent. Come with me.
I follow.
You hear something. You hear something being flipped in your tent as you walk away. Tell Hans takes you over to a lovely little meadow of sunflowers. Do you like sunflowers, Captain Urban?
No.
I love sunflowers. I think they are a perfect example of the beauty of this planet that our founding father, Xianzan Daikun, treasured so much.
I'm just staring.
What do you think Daikun would say if he could see us on the surface of Earth right now?
I have zero idea.
I'll tell you what I like to think. I'd like to think he would place a hand on all of our shoulders from up high and say, "Well done.
I raise an eyebrow at that.
We are achieving Daikun's grand dream after all. Once we defeat the Federation, we can begin the healing of the Earth and the reunification of the human people under one flag." It's wonderful, don't you think?
I shrug my shoulders.
Oh, Captain Urban, I'm disappointed with you. Now, I have been tolerating your lackadaisical standards and lack of commitment to the party apparatus, but I have to draw the line at defeatism. He opens up your letter. And he reads out the non-censored version. Dear Matron Susanna, I, Captain Isaac Urban, not me, tell Hans, of course, appreciate the candle, though I'm not sure how much it'll help stop federal tanks. It's good to know that at least someone cares. He pauses. Come now, Captain Urban, you are well loved in this camp. And then he continues. I hope that you can figure out something for the new arrivals. Hopefully things will stabilize by the end of the year. The butcher's bill is already high enough as it is during winter. Come now, Captain Irvin, we've taken barely any casualties.
I wasn't talking about us.
Then why care?
Because the orphanage suffers?
I suppose it is a tragedy that federal rations and the famine make it unlikely that the bills will go down, but still, do you truly think it is appropriate to express something to a civilian on the home front?
Would you prefer I lie to my mother?
Absolutely. Now, I'll continue. If you still remember who went and re-upped, I'd like to know to keep an eye out for. If I get leave, I'll swing on by, but I'm not sure what they'd get out of seeing a delinquent like me, and I wouldn't count on me ever coming back. Come now, Captain Urban. This is just a fetus. Not to mention, extremely self-deprecating. I'm worried about your mental health, calling yourself a delinquent.
Now that has me completely flabbergasted. Like he's never fucking met me.
But if it was just this, I probably could have let it go as one of your lovely little eccentricities that make you such a wonderful combat commander and Zaku pilot, but then you continued. This insane invasion of Earth has already failed, and there's no winning card left we can play. I'm disappointed, Captain, I must say. What to do, what to do. Well, first, do you have anything to say for yourself?
What? What do you want from me?
You do understand that undermining the war effort would be considered high treason.
Well, are you gonna kill me then?
I could, I suppose, but I would rather not. After all, you are a valuable pilot and a true son of Xeon.
You know, I never got that about you.
Hmm.
Because the way I see it, you and I are cut from the same cloth.
Ah, you're referring to the orphanage. Yes, I suppose we did both come from a background of being fatherless.
And what I can't really understand is why the hell you give a damn.
About what?
Anything.
Because Giran Zabi is the father of the nation. I may not have had a father growing up, but I certainly have one now as a citizen of Xeon.
I severely doubt he cares about you.
Oh, I've bet the man he cares more for his people than you think, Captain Urban.
I severely doubt that.
Now you have crossed the line into not just defeatism, but you are now expressing skepticism about the supreme commander of the Xeon military. I would watch your words, Captain. You're treading a very dangerous line.
What? Gonna take your gun out and shoot me? You know,
Well,
that might actually be exciting. Please try it. Then I'll have it.
No, the light machine gun nest over there would shoot you as I step 5 feet to the right. And he kind of points in that direction. I'm not going to shoot you because that would be problematic for morale.
Heh. I smile at that.
But
You know,
an
you're just
accident,
you just made this
accident at the front
conversation a
door.
lot more fun. You know that, right?
Huh? What are you ranting about now, Captain?
What? There's a machine gun over there. You shoot me? I look excited. You know, I always wanted to know what it felt like to get shot.
What? Now I am concerned for your mental health. I'm not sure you are fully sane to say what you're saying.
You know, you're one to talk. Have we taken Jabro yet?
Any day now. The whole facility is already encircled by our forces.
How many?
How many want?
How many of our forces?
I'm not liable to share operational details, especially with someone who I'm currently very skeptical about their sanity. Ah, well, at least this conversation has proved enlightening. I know what I'll do. And he starts writing notes, looking away. Do you say anything, Isaac, while he scribbles?
No, I'm gonna patiently wait for him to scribble.
He scribbles. 5 minutes pass. He's still scribbling.
Are you gonna say anything, or should I find a seat?
Hang on. Do not interrupt my thought process, Captain Urban. I am thinking very hard. There we go. And he finishes writing it out, folds it up to his coat pocket, and says, Captain Urban, as of this moment, I am relieving you from frontline duties until I am satisfied that your mental health and Elan have improved. Clearly, the combat stress is becoming too much for you to manage. Never fear. I've already written a detailed account of your symptoms, and I will have it forwarded to the medical staff, and they will be sure to keep you on a 24/7 watch. You are not to touch a mobile suit, go near weapons, or engage in any strenuous activities whatsoever until I clear you.
Well, aren't you just a joy kill?
Am I understood, Captain?
Can you just shoot me instead?
As tempting as it is, as I said, the impacts on morale must be considered. Besides, I wouldn't be the one shooting you. It would, as I said, be the machine gunner over there, or it would be Lieutenant Fio.
No difference to me.
Excellent. I'll write that down in your file. Now then, enjoy your holiday, Captain. I hope you recover and rest well.
Hmm.
Run along now. Oh, and make sure your tent is back in order by evening inspection.
I walk back to my tent, I guess?
It is a fucking mess. They have gone through all your papers, thrown anything you had around, up and about. They have torn pages out of your book to check for any hidden stuff there.
Well, I guess we'll start burning papers.
You're just gonna start burning paper?
Well, they're fucking trashed anyways.
Fair enough. Theo, you have we're not gonna linger on this too long, but you have been notified that Captain Isaac has been temporarily relegated to the medical tent and so is unable to command the unit. You are in command until further notice.
Oh goodness. All right.
And with that, we go to the sergeants. What are the sergeants up to?
There's no one in the medical tent that would have caught Jean's eye.
No, you do know where she is, however. You know that she is actually, I cannot remember the name of it, but the spaceport they seized in Kazakh. They have set up a hospital there that casualties are being evacuated.
That's leaving. If that's the case, then I'd actually like to let the other sergeants take the lead. I'll probably hop in on the scene.
Yeah, sure. George, Sigurd, anything you guys want to do aside from Sigurd threatening Hampton?
Just working on Zaku.
Your mic cut out a little bit. Could you repeat?
Oh, just working on my Zaku. Still trying to tweak it, make sure everything's in fighting shape since I took such a beating last time.
What about you, George?
Question: do I have my Zaku cannon yet?
Actually, good point. The parts for that have arrived to turn it into an upgrade.
Assembly is on the burden of the purchaser of IKEA Xeon. The
Your,
handy.
the mechanic team is just waiting for you to decide whether you want them to convert it into a full Zaku cannon because they have the stuff for that, or if you want to do a half cannon of some variant.
Full cannon. I like big guns.
All right. They have been working on that for the last 2 weeks, and you have received a notice, George, from Corporal Miraby, who has been hanging out around you and Sigurd a lot, and you know that he is what Tel Hans would call a skeptic, so to speak. As he keeps trying to insist to you that he saw gas be used in the colony, but you've already been told that he's suffering from paranoid delusion.
Okay. Like,
Corporal Miraby comes up to you and goes, an eye twitching, and goes, George,
yeah.
your Zaku cannon's ready.
Thanks. You all right? And he kind of points to his own eye, which which corresponds to the eye that is twitching on him.
I had another nightmare.
About.
The gas.
What gas?
The nerve gas, George. I keep telling you that we nerve gassed Ifish and other colonies.
Okay. Like, what do you want me to do about it?
I don't understand why you're so normal about it.
I don't know, man.
Don't you care that we killed space droids like that, civilian?
I mean, they weren't with Xeon, weren't they? They're part of the Federation.
So if the Federation nerve gasses side 3, it's all fair.
I mean, if we did it, yeah, but everybody keeps saying that didn't happen, so I don't know.
They're lying,
walk up?
George. It's a conspiracy in the ranks. They want to keep it from everyone. I saw it.
Like to
I was there.
walk up and backhand him.
Oh, fuck!
Now, Sigurd, that
Did you
was
do it
too
yourself,
far.
kid? Hang on, let me handle this. Did you do the gassing yourself?
Yes, I told you that already. I was with the teams.
Well, killing up for the other side, you'll make up for it.
Are you telling me to defect?
You're
What?
out of character. Out of character. I forgot this wasn't a POW. Okay. Retract that. last
Wait,
line.
this is Hampton or?
Nope,
This
this
is
is
the other
Corporal
No, this is the
Miraby.
other guy. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Corporal
Scratch that.
Miraby, your veteran replacement, who has high marks in his combat scores, is another 76er like the rest of and was a lieutenant until he got transferred here.
All right. Still backhanding. Calm down. You were just doing what you were told. That's what we all are. I'm not saying it makes it right. I'm not saying it makes it okay. I'm saying fight for that to never happen again. If you want to
We're
fight
the
for
ones
everything.
doing it, Sigurd.
Why didn't you do
Right.
anything about it while you had the chance?
What do you mean by that? They told us it was sleeping gas, Sergeant.
Okay, maybe it is on you for believing that.
What?
Okay, well, you're putting.
Jesus Lord.
So, let me get this right. So that you say they told you it was sleeping gas. Did you know what the colony was going to be used for?
They told us we were going to sleep gas them and then evacuate them. That's the official story, that we sleep gassed them and evacuated them. But where are they? Where's the refugees?
I don't know, man. I'm not in space. I think you need a break. This sounded a little crazy. You bumped your head while you were landing.
No, I did. Oh, I wish someone would just fucking listen to me.
I think he needs a drink, not a break.
Corporal. They already have.
Oh, great, it's you.
Hmm. Look. They already heard you. And whether or not what you're saying is true, and John just puts up a hand, like, let me finish. Whether or not, it doesn't mean that they wouldn't still be threatened by it, right? If it is some grand conspiracy, then continuing to talk about it after they've already knocked you down to this again and again and again, well, what are they gonna do after bumping you down to this rank?
Supposed to be fighting for the freedom of all space droids. I don't have the freedom to talk about what happened.
No, you don't.
Never mind. Fuck it. You're just all fucking deluded pawns. They got you in the fucking palm of their hand. Fucking Sergeant, your fucking Zaku cannon's fucking ready. And he just kicks some dirt and he storms off, looking agitated.
Can I follow him real quick?
Yeah, if you want to follow
Hey.
him while John
Hey,
and
just
George hang out.
kinda catch him in the doorway. Hey, I just want to put my arm around his shoulder real quick.
Oh fuck!
little bit
What the fuck?
forceful.
Don't do that.
Look, man,
Are you the polyoff?
quite the opposite. I agree with a lot of what you're saying. The problem is you're saying it a little too loud around here.
Someone has to. Everyone else wants to bury their heads in the sand and pretend it didn't happen.
Yeah, but you keep talking like that, and you're the one that's going to get their head buried in the sand. That's what he was trying to tell you. Now, you want to stay alive, maybe make up for what you did. Have a little more tact.
Slaughtering more people in this fucking war.
Hey, the door's that way.
No, there is no exit. I'm on Earth. How am I going to get back to space, Sergeant?
Well, maybe you got a chance for a fresh start. But if you're going to stay, I need the people I'm fighting with. I don't want to be afraid of getting shot in the back by them. Now, I don't believe in a lot of the bullshit that they talk about around here, but I do believe in the people directly around me.
Yeah, you keep doing that, Sergeant, right until all those people you're marching alongside with march you off a bridge. Leave me alone. I'll
That's why
keep
I
my
don't
mouth
stand
shut.
for 'em. All right. As you were, I'll let him go.
All right, and we cut back to Jean and George, who watch Sigurd go after this guy, and you two have kind of been left alone to deal with the aftermath of this.
Jean just plants a firm fucking kick into the side of Maisie, the Zaku, not the woman. She'd kill him.
She's also not here.
Exactly. And he looks stricken. Like he was able to put on some like begrudging type of some begrudging type of resolve, some grit in his jaw. But now that Corporal's going away, John's just fucking. He looks tired and angry. And he hasn't said anything to George, obviously.
You all right, John?
No. You know, I heard the rumors too. I didn't buy into them. I mean, the Federation was still in space, and it'd be easy to paint us as monsters and all that. And I don't know if I believe them fully, but you'd have to be blind and deaf to not see that there's something going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, I doubt it. That guy was what convinced you? I mean, look at him. It looks like he's about 5 seconds away from snapping. I think he needs to see a doctor.
Aren't we, George?
I'm not.
You know, I keep thinking about those two rookies.
Yeah.
On Earth. We should have never even fucking been here if not for that bastard rebel. And all I can think about is whether or not I'll be able to actually go back home to Maisie.
I'm sure you'll get there. It'll all work out.
I might have agreed with you, but we were at Loom.
Yeah. John, where's your fighting spirit?
My fighting spirit. My fighting spirit. I don't know. I've been killing a lot of fetties recently. Ain't that proof enough of it?
Yeah, but you're sounding real depressing right now.
I suppose you're right. I don't know. This whole thing just ain't what it's cracked up to be.
I mean, what'd you expect?
I expected the war to be over. Instead, never mind. You're right, George. You still got those cigars?
I have one left I can spare, but the rest I'm saving for when we win. You want
I'll
it?
I'll take the last one.
All right, here you go.
And Jean isn't a practiced smoker, but you know, esprit de corps, esprit de 76. He's smoking and puffing away on the cigar for a minute or two. Jean just says to George once more, till the next time we share cigars.
When we win.
We win, Sergeant. That's about it.
All right. Is there anything else people would like to do in their downtime at camp?
Can I'd like to. I assume I still have access to pen and paper, right?
No, you can only get those with permission.
Well, in the dirt, I'm gonna just start running through scenarios because I've been turning over some ideas for new small team tactics with the mobile suits.
Isaac, as you start scribbling in the dirt, the camp doctor looks over and goes, "Oh, have you lost it, Captain?"
No, it's just blue 4, red 4, then I point over red 4.
Yeah, I don't know why you're doing that, but stop scribbling in the dirt, or I'm gonna have to make a note about it.
Will the note make me leave faster?
Probably make you stay long.
Oh, pooey. You guys are no fun.
Well, we have to take care of your mental health. Waging war can be very taxing, and we need everyone to be in the best shape they can be.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
The doctor just stares at you, sighs, shakes his head, goes, "Oh boy," and walks away. Thea, we'll cut back to you since you were recently handed over command of the entire team.
Wait. The reason
Oh
why
boy, promotion.
Yeah, promotion. I would like to try to improve my leadership with this.
You may absolutely do so. Thea, where are you going first with your indication that you are currently in charge of the team?
Oh, normal new leadership things. I'm gonna figure out what the fuck happened to Isaac. Let's see if anyone will give me the down low on why he was put into medical care.
You could find any of your NPC pilots. You could find the Captain Langer, or you could find any of the sergeants. Who do you want to go find? Or you could go find Tel Hans.
I think I'll go talk to Captain Langer. I feel like he's a straight shooter.
Captain Langer is currently overseeing some exercises being done by the infantry, but he'll look up when you arrive and nod and go, "Oh, Lieutenant Fio, how have you been?"
Well, Captain, I've been doing about as good as I can. The captain seems to have gotten himself laid up in medical care for some reason or another, and I suppose I'm in charge for now.
I heard he caught Polish malaria.
Is that a thing, or is that some Tel Hans joint?
And apparently you can get it from roaches, according to the doctors, but I don't really believe that. I suspect it's more of a ha-ha, wink-wink, nudge-nudge sort of diagnosis, my dear sport.
Well, I suppose that tracks. They did get along about as well as oil and water, so...
Now, what I can tell you unofficially, Lieutenant, since I like you, is that the Polyoff stormed into the Colonel's office with murder on his eyes, and let's just say rather aggressively forced the point that an example had to be made of an officer regarding defeatist thoughts. Sounds like Captain Urban wrote something he shouldn't have and tried to send it home through the mail.
Oh boy, howdy. Can you at least tell me if he's actually laid up in med bay, or if we're gonna need another warm body to pilot?
Oh, no, Fio, come now, man. You don't think we'd leave an officer in the Xeon Earth Attack Force to hang out and dry just because one of Girin's toadies decided he has to go? No. He's in the med bay. We'll get him out of there as soon as this blows over and tell Hans find someone else to be angry at.
I suppose I should at least try to point the Polyoff in another direction then.
Well, if you can think of something else that would better take his attention, be my guest.
That could be a good project. How go the battle plans? We got any deployments coming up?
Well, it's there might be a sortie coming soon. The Feddies have been putting up rather stiff resistance along the riverfront, and they've been reinforced by the day. But Colonel Mister has received a directive from Commander Garmazabi himself as to how to proceed, and so we will be trying to implement the young lord's plan into act. If it works, we should be at Cuxhaven within the month.
What a fortuitous advance that would be. There's a little bit of poetry in that, I think. Hopefully,
enough.
that's just me being superstitious. All right. If you can anyone visit the good captain?
I think I could keep the heat off you well enough to go visit him.
So yeah, I'll probably just go visit, check in on Isaac. I don't know how much Gomine wants to.
I love talking.
Fair.
Also,
I will.
I meet another person who calls me Gomine.
Is there a way you prefer to be?
Let's go
Address-
mine.
Go mine. Okay. It's my weeaboo heart. It demands that I phoneticize it.
Yeah, the
Don't
thing is,
worry, I made the same mistake.
my classicist teacher once complained that I said it Diogenes instead of Diogenes.
Pretty good. All right. So I'll go see if I can visit Isaac. Grab a folder, some paper, some pens, and try to talk shop and stratagems and whatnot. To make sure I'm befitting of command and that Isaac isn't going completely fucking stir crazy.
Well, Isaac, are you going stir crazy?
Well, I am in fact just scribbling shit on the ground, so.
Well, you arrived at your commanding officer scribbling shit on the ground and talking to him.
And
Maybe he actually got Polish malaria. Holy fuck.
you wouldn't happen to have this. Never mind. How you holding up, Isaac?
I look back to him and it's like, have you considered the possibility of adding a mortar to the Zaku machine gun?
Mortar?
Yes,
Like
then I mime as if I have a rifle in my hand and I stick it on the ground, like an attachment on the bottom, lower velocity so it's easier to arc.
It's like a rifle grenade for the Zaku machine gun?
That should work, yes.
I hadn't thought about it, but it doesn't sound like too bad an idea. I wonder if the text could whip something up.
Was there something you needed?
Oh, I just wanted to check in on you, Captain. I didn't know how bad the Polish malaria was treating you.
What's Polish and what's malaria?
Well, from what I know, it's the parking lot of a country we're currently occupying, and
Well, malaria is certainly a beautiful place.
invasion comes naturally to this place. Sunshine. I'm still not over malaria. It's beautiful. That got me so bad.
I got your ass.
You got me good. It's honestly, it's such a fun, stupid bit to play with.
Hilarious to the right of
I can't wait
Boston,
until
I
you
know
guys
that
learn what
much.
Italy is, and like that's a fake country. It's shaped like a boot. Lies and deceit. Where's
What
the
do you
real
mean?
Italy?
What do you mean the soccer ball is where the most evil?
Would Space Knights still use cardinal directions?
Anyway,
How deep-
Next question.
How deep is Atlantis? Do you think? Do maps have a z-axis?
I'm just imagining the bullshit of being the fucking paper World War II map maker that has to incorporate a z-axis into the fucking map. Oh. Anyway.
enough about the malaria bit. Now what?
I'll be taking command for the time being. I don't know if you have any advice or if you wanted to talk shop. Well, we got a couple minutes.
Well, what do you want to talk about?
Well, I mean, you've been a pretty good commander so far. Realistically, you haven't gotten any of us killed. That was my bad on the most.
Hmm.
I'm sorry that fell through, by the way.
Well, it wasn't my death, so I shrug.
Damn, this motherfucker cold as hell. Yeah, well, I'll just have to make sure we're more careful of beam weaponry moving forward. You know, if the lights in the city start to flicker again, we'll know to look out for something.
Hmm.
It sounds like we might have a deployment coming up soon, but
Well, good luck.
can't tell you. I'm hoping to be able to at least get you in a mobile suit, whether you're in charge or not.
Hmm.
Hate to see you wrapped up in here. I know you'd rather be on the front lines.
That is true.
Maybe I have been playing with the idea of team names in our squad. It might behoove our friend Tel Hans if we called your squad bait and the rest of us could be tackle.
I just stare at him, not getting it.
It's like fishing because we're fish hook.
And why would Telhans give a shit about that?
Calling you bait would put you in more danger.
Theo,
Or so it would
If he
seem.
wanted to punish me by putting me in more danger, I wouldn't be in this hospital right now.
I'm thinking he might have a little bit more of a handle on the sort of way your mind works than you expect of him. And I'm gonna like look around real quick and sort of lean away from the attendant and towards the captain. He might not be the shiniest doorknob in the joint, but that door still opens.
What?
He's not a complete moron.
I severely doubt that.
Well, he's not dead.
That is a problem.
I don't know if I would go that far.
Well, I certainly would. And I smile.
Captain. For the record, I won't say I agree with you, and I'll kind of shrug. Do you need anything else while you're in here, pal?
Well, they won't let me have books, and I can't write any papers. Would you like to transcribe some shit for me?
Sure, why not?
And then I regale him my ideas of how to integrate mobile suit-sized mortars into a team.
I will start taking notes for this crazy idea.
All right, you may improve academics, Theo.
Oh hell yeah! But
You
just
can roll a
both of
1d6
us.
to see if you improve. No, just, Isaac already improved leadership. I'm letting you improve academics since you're about to do a lot of writing.
That's fair. Let's see here. Improvement checks. Academics. Academics. No, it's currently a 3 versus 2. No improvement.
Sad. All right. Does anyone have anything else they want to do? Because if not, we're gonna swipe.
Newport smoking. Jean started off not smoking that much. I can tell you right now, this has changed.
Excellent. All right. Speak now, or forever hold your peace. We cut away to a couple days later as Isaac receives a visitor at the hospital.
Oh, for little old me?
You hear several figures scraping to stand up and salute as Colonel Mista enters the hospital.
Ah, ma'am.
Captain, I have good news for you. I'm getting you out of here and back on the front. There's an offensive operation coming up soon, and I want you in the lead point for my regiment.
I have a massive smile. Whatever you need, ma'am.
Thankfully, I was able to figure out a compromise that appeased the Polyoff's sensibilities. One, your letters are going to go through a secondary censor in the future. Two, congratulations, Captain Isaac. It is my pleasure as a colonel of the Xeon Earth Attack Force to present you with one of the highest decorations we can offer. She snaps her fingers, and young Chev comes over and presents to you the Xeonic Cross Third Class.
And what is this for, ma'am?
Sorry about that. Got called away for a moment. She simply smiles. Well, simple. The Polyoff needs a hero, and I'm going to give him one.
Now that is amusing, ma'am.
Buckle up, Captain Isaac. You're going to star in a propaganda film if you do this right. And she pats you on the shoulder. There'll be a film crew watching your attempt to cross the river. Pull it off well, and then Polyoff Tell Hans is going to plaster you all over you and your unit over various posters. It pays to have a team of aces for the newsreel.
Newsreels are for scoundrels, ma'am.
Indeed, and the politicians, but alas, they have a purpose.
And Philistines.
Now
Movies
you're
suck.
just getting into semantics, Captain.
Nothing that a good book can't beat.
Either way, your team is going to spearhead our crossing of the Vistula, so get them ready to go. Especially that Corporal Miraby. He's been caught by the MPs dead drunk 3 days in a row.
What is he trying to? Has he tried to run with anything?
No, he's just been drinking.
Alrighty then.
All right, you are officially discharged, Captain Isaac, as I have reviewed your mental health and found you to be completely insane and thus beyond the abilities of this institute to handle. Get back to the war, son.
Understood, ma'am. I give her a salute, then wait.
She receives it and then sends you out. You have to go gather your team together, get ready to cross a river under the camera.
Alrighty. First thing I do is who do I see first?
I'm going to say you see Gold first because I have something for Theo, Jean, and Sigurd to see in a little bit as well.
Alrighty, I look over. I said, Sergeant George.
Boss, feeling better?
Would you like to star in a movie?
Yes.
Alright,
a
I
Western?
have just the assignment for you. Follow me. As I drag him
First, I
off.
was inside to look in his face.
All right, and we'll cut over to Theo, Jean, and Sigurd. what were you three doing that you were all together at this moment for what's going to happen? You're just all hanging out by the mobile suits at the moment, so I'm going to leave it up to you what you were all.
Jean was probably helping Tinker because of having some level of technical aptitude, and the Zaku one does not take kindly to Earth all the time.
And there's a new weapon on site, so I'm interested in that.
So probably like chattering around just the mobile suits while, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right,
Who do
Thea, what
gotta
are you
know
up to?
Get one of these.
Sorry, go ahead, Sigurd.
I was just acting like, who do you got to know to get one of these? Looking at the Zaku cannon.
I can tell you exactly who, Sergeant. I don't think you're gonna like the answer.
Never mind.
As if summoned by the mere illusion of
Oh
his name,
boy.
Polyoff Telhans is walking over to you, Theo, and goes, Lieutenant Thea.
I'll salute him. I forget where the polyoff rank goes, but I feel like he's the sort of guy that I salute.
Yeah, that's kind of just the purpose of it. It exists in a nebulous state. He returns the salute and acknowledges it and goes, I have very good news for you. One, you are no longer in command of the entire team, as Captain Isaac Urban has seen the error of his ways.
Oh, that's fantastic, sir. I'm trying not to sound too excited or too upset because
Two,
either way is bad.
Jean
going to-
has.
go on.
Jean has saluted Telhans as he has not been relieved of he's not been told to return to rest. You know.
Yeah, no, and Telhans hasn't even noticed. He's just talking to
Exactly.
and he goes, 2, I have a combat operation for you all. It is a grand one, I'm sure you'll agree. You will be spear pointing the regiment's assault over the Vistula. We are to take a crossing at the Vistula
One
by
moment.
the end of the day.
Oh.
No worries.
Oh shit, I gotta redraw the fucking Zaku cannon.
You just add a fucking like little tube over the over. Wait, actually, because it's a Zaku cannon, is it rabbit ears or is it
Normal.
Oh, okay.
My roommate just,
It's
you know, I
Your
really
roommate just-
hate like constantly catching my headset cord on this. Anyways, my roommate just stumbled back into the dorm yelling.
Alrighty, is he alright?
No, he was on the phone. He's like, "What the hell is that noise?"
Fair enough. Alright, well, we will continue. Telhan says, you have been granted the honor of securing a crossing for the regiment across the Vistula. This will see you as the first Xeon forces to cross this grand river in part of this operation, as we have been rather bogged down the last few days. Speed is of the essence, as I'm sure you all know. This lightning war of ours requires us to be in Paris soon. Naturally, I have complete faith in your abilities, which is why I've already taken the liberty of overseeing that a full news team from the Zeonic Telegraph and the Zeonic Broadcasting Services will be on hand to chronicle your victorious crossing. And finally, there's a shaking of the ground, and when he smiles, as you see several Zaku 2s armed with a strange new weapon that looks kind of like a Magella cannon, has been ripped off a Magellan, with yellow shoulders marching into camp.
Oh?
I think you recognize these fine pilots, Lieutenant Fio, and their mobile suits. They will be right behind you to ensure the crossing goes off smoothly. He puts a hand on your shoulder, giving it a squeeze. Good luck.
Is the commander's suit all yellow?
Oh, yes.
Oh, lovely. I'll sort of swallow and wave to the commander.
Zaku's model eye flashes on your position, and then it waves. The cockpit opens up, and you see a figure in a yellow Xeon normal suit emerge and basically start to climb down the ladder as a few of your other former squad mates come to congregate around.
Oh, fantastic.
Fair, they made you a lieutenant, I see.
That's right, Commander. It's good to see you.
Pleasure's mine. Seems like we'll be backing you up for this show.
I wouldn't have it any other way, Commander. And I'll
Don't
sort
worry.
of put my arm out for one of those like shoulder to shoulder handshakes.
He'll give it to you, and then he'll say, "Don't worry, we'll keep the rear covered."
I'd have nothing. I got nothing but faith in you, old pal.
I have nothing but faith in you. You won't let me down. Now introduce me to these fine bastards. He turns his head over to Jean and Sig.
Jean, Sigurd, is anyone else here, or is it just the three of us?
It's the commander, and then your fellow squad mates are kind of milling about nearby, but they haven't come over yet.
Milling about. All right, I will try to like subtly wave Hampton to like duck his head out of the way because I don't want the commander to see the kid. The less attention to him, the better. Even though I know that's an absolute fucking futile effort. But
Well,
I'll wave
Zulf.
to John. This is Sergeant Major John Deere. This is Sergeant George Gold and Sergeant Sigurd Ronabel. I believe Captain Isaac's around here somewhere, but we're the Fishhook Squad. John, George, and Sigurd are with me in the tackle team, and Isaac leads the bait team.
Well, howdy. You have some history with our erstwhile lieutenant?
That's right. Told him everything I know.
The Commander Killian Offenhauser is something of a storied individual. Xeon upper crust, you know how it is.
Indeed.
The family makes some of the engines that go on our Musai carrier, Musai cruisers.
Well, if he can pilot as well as the family and makes engines, we shouldn't have anything to worry about with these gentlemen backing us up. Right?
Well, I assure you, you will be well secured from behind.
I'll sort of like just shrug, clear my throat awkwardly, and
Those new 175s we have, they can punch through anything the feds have. That we have, too. Accurate, too. If you get a stable firing platform, you can put a shell right on target in the first shot.
Might have to
Very-
see about picking one up myself.
I wouldn't be so quick. We only got it because the polyoff put in a good word. We're testing them out, technically.
Isn't that how everything goes?
True enough.
Yeah, you make a deal with the devil.
Excuse me, Sergeant? The commander turns his attention towards you.
I'll sort of step in front just a bit. Well, hey, you know, he ain't mean nothing like that by it. Just he's a bit of a grouchy sort.
We're good friends with Del Hans. We've known him ever since Loam and whenever he led the Foreign Legionnaires.
I see.
Endearing fellow and a true soldier of Xeon.
Jean, I need you to roll deception charm.
Roll good, roll good, roll good.
I want
Thank
you
God
to
I kept
know
my mouth shut
he's
more.
got literally 0 deception, so and 3 charms. So let's see if this one Okay, that is literally a 3.
Okay,
That's a 3
hey.
on a 3.
All right, that's enough.
Holy fuck, that's my luck for this session. Sorry, guys, I'm fucked.
The kind of stares at you for a bit and then nods and goes, "Indeed, you should know the Polyelf and I share many opinions on certain topics, so I'm glad to hear that the troops around here have proper respect for him. Well, Lieutenant Theo, you make sure your team is in order. Like I said, we'll have your 6.
Yeah, you know it, Commander. We won't let you down.
At that point, Isaac arrives as your former squad mates walk off.
Yes, that is exactly the intent behind the name, by the way.
Don't worry, I have something. I have a joke for this. I have it in my back pocket.
Jean just kind of looks confused as he looks to the others around him. And
Charming individuals.
what's something I said?
No, John, I don't know how to put this gently, so I'm going to be frank with the both of you. The commander's unit is a deserter killer squad.
Hmm.
If we
it
don't
does
put
make
on
sense.
if we put on a particularly bad showing, they might end up shooting us in the back.
So are they just going to shoot the new kid right away, anyways?
I'm sure that they're only looking at the. I'm sure they're only here because of our Ernstwall gun, whatever it is, gun pilot. I don't know what it is.
What did I do? Hampton grumbles.
He's a bit on the ruthless side. That's all. You're being a deserter and all is a bit.
I didn't desert. I'm a defector.
Uh-huh.
Potato,
Defector. You know how it is. Loyalties are questionable. You didn't have to just retreat to be in that squad's sights. If you were looking to get captured in a Zaku, then you were also on the block there.
We're here's hoping they know how to share their ammunition with something that ain't so close to them.
Well-
If they're at least they're half competent, then
Yeah, they any good at shooting people that aren't getting shot in the back?
Well, from what I know, they did still score a decent amount at Loom, but comes with the territory of having some of the first mobile suit victories in the war. As in Zaku kills.
Well, can't say I like them, but
we play the
seems
hand
like it
we're
would
dealt,
be handy
right?
to have them behind us. Yeah.
Whatever. Now, I don't know why Tell Hans feels necessary for this sort of crowd to be drawn in on us, but let's prove his assertions about us wrong. Regardless of how I feel about it, we are soldiers of Xeon, ain't we?
You're damn right, Sergeant.
Hampton kind of grumbles again and goes, "It's probably because the captain got into a fight with him."
Look,
I actually-
whether or not, whether or not the captain got sick or got sicked on by something, I don't really change the fact that we just got to shoot our way out of this mess. Hell, we were already planning on doing that regardless of what was behind us, didn't we?
Exactly. Well, things will be fine. The commander and I were friends. We go way back. It's complicated.
It's at that moment that Captain Urban and Sergeant George arrive to join.
And that is why movies will forever remain the medium of Philistines.
I like
Eh,
movies.
wrong.
Hampton said.
What was that,
I
Perry?
fucking love Hampton. I would die for Hampton.
Hampton just kind of grumbles. I like movies.
You're right, Hampton. Movies are great.
How do you know what's a Philistine?
Some kind of horse, I thought.
Sounds like a ship class.
Yo, that would
No, I'm
be
pretty sure it's
amazing.
a horse.
I take it back. So, did the Kazakhstan flu treat you well, Captain?
What's a Kazakhstan?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, how is the
Thought the doc-
pasta?
Huh?
The pasta. That's where you got the flu from, right? The blood pasta.
What's
No,
pasta?
there ain't no blood pasta, sadly.
How else would he have gotten? What's pasta? I mean, I may not know what a Philistine is, but I at least know what pasta is.
Boss, I feel bad for you. I'm gonna take you out for pasta one of these days.
Yes.
Sergeant, as your commanding officer, I cannot accept such gifts.
We'll go to a place, you buy it yourself.
Look, just you guys keep getting fucking obsessed with pasta, but just come with me when we make it to America, and I'll show you some real good places to eat back home.
Oh, really?
That'll
What are
work.
they? What are they? Tell me about it.
Do they serve fish?
Yeah, of course, and lobster and anything else you can get from the sea.
I'm going to America.
Same. I want to see.
What's the sea?
It's that thing that Alexander the Great had his men attack.
We can't keep doing this.
Who's Alexander the Great? Hampton asked.
Shut the fuck up!
You know,
I
as
hate-
someone in a current who works at a university, I will say this. Who is Alexander the Great is a question I've had legitimately asked of me.
Exactly. Go mine understand.
If Alexander's so great, how come I haven't heard of him?
Oh, and let's not talk about Charles
At least
Marx.
not the sea, whatever that is.
Fucking food-motivated Xeon Mobile Suit Platoon tries to avoid the fact that they have a blocking battalion behind them, and that their polyoff
Hates them.
hates their fucking guts.
Hey, has anyone seen Corporal Mirabay? Hampton's looking around now.
Oh
suddenly
yeah, I've been
realizing,
meaning. I want to promote him to sergeant. Where is he?
that guy, sir?
I look
He's-
directly at Hampton.
Hampton
I am
Wilkes.
not going to let some dipshit corporal tell him what to do.
Does that
Hampton
mean
just-
you're gonna does that mean you're gonna promote him?
Yeah. Oh wait, no, Hampton. No, you can't be trusted.
Okay.
Thank you.
I look over. What's with bumblebees over here?
Apparently they go way back with the lieutenant, and they're also apparently deserter killers. So
Hmm.
they'll be behind us during this operation.
Why?
Probably because we have a Hampton.
Oh yeah, that makes
Come
sense.
on, why is it my fault?
What do you mean? Why is it your fault? Why else would they be here?
What am I gonna do with a gun cannon in the middle of a team of Zaku?
Shoot one of us in the back? I don't like what. It's pretty
watched
obvious what you do.
I watched you guys dodge multiple 280 shells at you.
Since when has
Yeah, but
either
we
of
didn't have
our
our backs
military
turned.
since when have either of our militaries been logical or reasonable?
Well, I will point out we don't. Well, the feds don't have blocking detachment. Well, except at the car.
What's
They're
a
weird
blocking
down
attack?
there.
What's a blocking attack? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
As
Who is
previously
Alexander
stated-
the Great?
As previously stated, though, this is Golan talking. The people in Africa are insane.
That's true.
Look, are we all just gonna sit here and jaw jack until they tell us to set off? Are we gonna show some initiative and get ready to set off? And that way, maybe they'll be a little bit less compelled to put some fire a little bit too danger close.
I think this is also a good time to point out that you might want to paint over that giant target on the back of your whatever you're calling that thing you're piloting there, kid.
But-
I'm not being metaphorical. Somebody actually painted a giant target on the back of it.
What? And you just let them paint a target on my gun can?
Whose ass am I gonna have to kick?
To not let them.
I just thought it was a fashion statement.
Oh fuck! Hampton
I'll
just
help you clean it
squats
up,
down
kid.
and puts his head in his hand.
It's all right.
Whoa. Oh, Hampton, we could put the target on your chest instead.
Come on, we don't want to make it too easy for these guys.
Too easy is
Sir,
a
weren't you
handicap
gonna go-
for the Federation,
Sir,
right?
weren't you gonna go find Miraby?
Oh, yeah, that guy. Maze, where are you? Not completely forgetting the name.
Probably at the bar. That's where I saw him last.
Well, I am off, and I immediately leave without saying anything.
You sure?
Oh,
is?
Isaac, our boy.
He hasn't changed at all.
The
In fact, he's gotten worse.
the Polish hasn't stopped him at all.
Polish malaria.
You know what?
parentheses,
Beautiful country
undaunted.
malaria, that is.
Fuck it. Jean will walk after Captain Isaac Urban because apparently everybody else is trying to figure out whether or not malaria is a country or a food item.
Wait, we already figured out it's a country, though.
We weren't there. That was just for you.
Yeah, exactly. There's still
Anyways,
discussion to be had.
I go find BRB.
All right, you find him in the bar, where everyone said he's currently passed out at the table with several empty bottles of alcohol nearby.
Let's see. I take out my canteen and I start pouring it on his head.
Oh fuck! He
Good
bumps his head into
morning.
the counter. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, sir, it's you.
Hello.
This beer's shit.
What? No, it's not. Ugh. What do you want?
Come on, we have an
Filling my
operation.
canteen with the bottles.
Right into the valley of death or the light brigade again. He kind of staggers.
Yeah, I know,
drunkenly
right?
to his-
It's gonna be so exciting. It's a great time. Come on.
Come on,
Okay,
you know
sir.
mobile suits are pretty heavy. We ain't light cavalry.
We are functionally performing the role of traditional light cavalry in the army as the eyes, ears, and strike force.
You know, I'm hearing a whole lot of words from you, and the fact that you're speaking with such composure tells me that obviously you're not drunk enough, and that means you're sober enough to pilot. So, we're gonna be just fine.
He seems to be eyeing his sidearm as if considering if he can get away with shooting himself in the foot real quick. Then he
This fucking
realizes
guy.
his holster is empty and his sidearm is missing. A dejected look crosses his features and he just staggers out of the bar with you. At least I get to fucking swing a heat hawk around again, I guess.
John just Jean's kind of gets a whiff of the man and just wrinkles his nose.
You all mount up and suit up into your Zak.
Oorah.
The plan is simple. You will be attacking a river crossing on the Vistula. The Federation forces are likely dug up on a ridge overlooking the river. It is believed that the Federation has deployed a new weapon, of which there is very little intelligence of.
Snore. There's very little intelligence in whatever the Federation does.
Exactly.
We'll be alright.
You know, on a private channel to Theo, I ask, so are these guys dead weight?
Dead weight?
Yeah, dead weight.
No, they can carry their own. They're
I
just
will they? That's the only thing that matters to me.
oh, totally. Just we don't want to look like we're about to get captured or that we're gonna desert and run away. I'm sure it'll be fine.
They will shoot at the enemy, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nah, whatever. Yeah, that
They're-
what's his rank again?
Who's?
The blocking detachment guy.
I think it's Lieutenant Commander Killian Offenhauser.
Lieutenant Commander Oophuser, better or Polas will later. I'm gonna have words with the colonel.
It's fine. He's deep in the Gearin camp. There's not a whole lot that we can do to change his mind, but he's a good soldier at least.
Hmm.
Well, you know, aside from the obvious bit.
You don't need good soldiers for blocking detachments. Smiley face.
I hate that you always say smiley face when Isaac's smiling.
It's very funny. It does convey a very specific sort of
Yeah.
smile.
It does not ever reach his fucking eyes.
Alrighty. So what's the plan of attack you want to do here, Isaac? You want to keep
Hmm.
your team fully together? You want to split up and try to do something weird? What do you want to
So we have like that gun cannon, right? And we have
Yes,
George
you
and the
do. And,
Zaku cannon.
and good news, the gun cannon's been given a heat hawk and a shield.
Ooh, progress.
Wow, that's actually gigantic. That doesn't mean the pilot has any melee though.
With what? It's 2 reactor? Yeah, no. Anyways,
It looks impressive.
my plan is simple. I'm going to blast the shit out of these guys before rolling in.
Alright. So you just basically want to approach, light up the entire ridge with everything you have, and then try to force across?
Yeah. Although I am going to ask George to go first because he wants to be a movie star.
All right, your advance is prefaced with an artillery barrage, courtesy of Colonel Mista and the regiment. So by the time you begin to approach the river line, the ridge has already taken a pounding from artillery. Off, kind of like, I'd say 500 meters from you all to your lefts are the camera teams in a dugout, essentially. And much closer behind you is Commander Killian and his good old team with their 175s. The commander contacts you over comms, Isaac, and says, Captain, if you'd like, I'd be happy to lay down a volley of fire on that ridgeline before you begin crossing.
Does that come with any strings attached?
Why?
Well, I don't want to owe the poly off anything.
Well, I'm not the polyoff, but I suppose you can consider the offer withdrawn then. Good luck.
Bye. Company, advance.
Here we go.
Mirror Mirabi Zaku's kind of almost stumbling as much as the pilot is, but is advancing.
So they are lighting up the ridge line. Do we see anything that they're lighting up?
That is actually our next step. I'm going to ask George, because he's on point, to make me a keen awareness systems check.
You have 10 narrative points, by the way.
Yeah, do not forget that you guys have like Smog's horde of narrative points.
We have 11 actually because of the write up.
Oh yes, that's also right.
All right, let's see what I get.
If your systems are shitty or whatever.
That's what. All right, I'll use one of those to re-roll. Let's.
Yeah, all right.
Down to 10 narrative points.
That's even worse. Well,
Here we go. Zaku Cannon.
2 failures.
George, you're looking around for any sign of Fetty gun cannons, gun tanks, and you don't see any. And honestly, the ridgeline looks pretty well devastated. As you reach the water, you suddenly get several heat alerts. As from almost nowhere, 4 ATGM like guided missiles are flying at your Zaku.
Oh.
Welcome to the introduction of the Regina to the front, the new Federation.
Yes.
George, what do you want to do? Because you have 4 Regina shots flying at you right
I'm going to add a +2 and then do a dodge.
We are down to 9 narrative points.
now. All right, go ahead and roll your dot.
Are you kidding me? 1 failure.
Oh my god.
We can spend another narrative point.
I would re-roll that if I'm being real with you.
Okay, I'll re-roll it again.
Down to 8.
Okay. 4 successes. That means everybody gets a +1 on their next roll.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Woo!
Alrighty. You managed to twist the Zaku out of the way at the last minute as the rounds detonate behind you. But again, as your Mono Eye frantically kind of darts around, you are not seeing where they fired from. All right, I'm going to start combat with polling you, Mark. And there are no enemies on the tracker right now because you don't know where they
Hmm. Does it take an action to find where they are?
Would that be
It would be a
action?
special action
Yeah.
because
Okay.
you would essentially be, you would have to describe for me exactly how you're trying to find them because that would depend on what skills I allow you to roll.
I have an idea.
Oh,
Go into wait to act.
hmm.
Then pass it to me, and then I'll dance with the Reaper.
Oh, okay, sure, I'll do that.
Because if they're
I'll
firing
go
at
to
me,
wait
they're
to
not
act.
firing at you, and you can see where they're coming from.
Yeah, and then when they fire, I'll shoot at them.
You can shoot
We've
at them
also got,
twice
like-
because you have an action and a reaction.
We also have like thermals, guys.
Well, I assumed when Perry said we can't see them, that also means like there's no possible way for us to do that.
Yes. When the missiles are launched again.
Well, I'm gonna just simply make them very inclined to launch the missiles again.
Go forth, brave leader.
I'm gonna
Alright.
make a move check and yeah. Then if I see anything, I might be inclined to try to shoot at it.
So where are you moving to?
They're on the other side of the river, right?
Yep.
Hop, skip, and a jump, right?
All right, you are going to cross the Vistula. You will be the first Zaku to actually make it across.
Anything I need to roll? Any modifiers?
Nope, just roll it.
Alrighty.
No special orders or nothing.
That was dog shit. 1 success. I'm gonna reroll. Which brings us down to 9 narrative points. Also, that's not a failure on maneuver. That's 1 success, but that was very bad. That's significantly better. 3 successes.
All right, you make it across the Vistula with no issues, but the Reginas don't fire.
I see. Well, with the 3 successes, how far do I move forward?
How far did you want to move? Do you want to get up
As
to the
far
ridge?
as I can.
All right, you crest up to the ridge, and you immediately see why the Reginas didn't fire. As you see 4 T-61s in hold down positions on the reverse slope of the ridge with their cannons aimed straight at you.
I see.
What would you like to do, Isaac?
I'd like to blast them with my gun.
All right, you already did your move, so go ahead and roll, please. A standard firearms with a -2, please.
That brings me down to 10. I would like to do this as a snapshot, by the way.
I'll allow you to snapshot.
Any modifiers?
Just a -1. You weren't expecting them here.
Alrighty. So 9. Oh, how about that? 4 successes.
All right. They are not organized in a platoon, so I'm just going to assume this was on the first one, and so it is going to roll a shrug off check.
They're evolving.
Welcome to the mainline federal forces in Europe. And they got 5 successes on the shrug off check, as they also got an awakening point. As you watch the shell basically ping off these tanks' armor.
Oh wait,
That
I
is the end of
forgot.
your-
Wait. The check modifier. I didn't use
What is
it.
your check modifier?
No,
Okay,
that's
yeah,
+1.
go.
That's 5 successes.
All right, tiebreaker.
Yeah, that's a 5.
That is a 4.
Aw.
So yeah, unfortunately, it is the same result. Your shot that you basically fired off quickly ricochets off the tank's arm, and that is your action.
I'm gonna click on a new function on the cheat sheet. Is we can click the snap button if we had previously snapped to, so we know we have that free dodge.
Indeed,
Ah,
you're gonna want to
true.
use it as you have to pass it to an enemy now.
Which tank did I shoot at?
First tank.
I want to give it to the first tank.
All right, it just fires both barrels at you, but it is not an explosive shot, as instead it fires its flash rounds to try to blind.
I see. Let's
What do you do?
Let's think. Actually, here's what I want to do. I want to hit the flash round and then the tank. And then if there's a tank behind that, and it's, if I successfully kill the first tank, anything behind it, just keep blasting.
I don't think you're going to have time to shoot the flash shells at this range and distance, if I'm being honest. You
Alrighty.
aren't some sort of new type after all.
Alrighty, I'm just going to move back then.
You can absolutely try to dodge. Go ahead and roll your dodge, please. You need to beat 2 successes.
2 successes? That shouldn't be too terribly hard. 3 successes.
All right, you managed to do it. You twist out of the way. And now, as his special action, he's going to make a team action maneuver, as he is going to make a leadership check to get his tanks to blast your ass, essentially. This is opposed by you, so go ahead and roll your leadership as well. Or, you know what, actually, I'm gonna have Theo roll his leadership since he's the one disengaged as the opposed one.
Sure.
you're gonna-
Okay.
Make me a normal leadership check as you are watching what is happening up here, and you are essentially trying to anticipate like what this guy's gonna do.
That's leadership with charm, keen, or tact. What's my
Well, let's
ability?
say like, whatever your highest is. I'll let because you're just opposing this.
All right. So leadership is 4 plus 4, so I'm trying to be an 8. Whoo-wee. All right, that's gonna be 4 degrees of success with a 5.
Is that including the check modifier?
No, that'll be 5 degrees of success with a 5.
Okay,
Do
so
you
how
add
many
the plus
successes
one?
total?
That's yes.
Oh yeah, +1 from George.
Is that different from the check that Gomine mentioned? Or
No,
the
'cause,
addition?
the check modifiers, like you had a positive modifier from George's good roll.
Right, that's the good luck thing, right? That they're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, that is with that.
Cool. So you successfully beat this guy, so he's not going to be able to get his tanks as you basically predict what he's about to do and deploy the team in an effective way. All right, so he's only going to be able to pass it to one other person. He is not going to pass it to one of his other tanks. He is going to pass it to the Regina platoon. As the Regina platoon is going to basically open fire on George again, since they have him ranged already. George, what would you like to do? As you suddenly see, all of you see this, by the way, because I presume at this point for free that you've been swapping between your different vision modes now that you're aware something's here. You realize that these guys are hiding their Reginas under a mix of natural camouflage and thermal blankets.
Smart.
So, of course, the flaw here being that they do have to pull that aside to actually shoot the damn. So, very briefly, you see several points on the map light up in heat as the Reginas are fired again at you, George. What do you?
I guess I'm gonna have to dodge again.
You can try to shoot them.
Yeah, but they
Yes,
might
but there
kill
is a
me.
special condition here as the Reginas are dispersed. So, returning fire on them is only going to take out one position at a time.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. All right, dice. Be nice to me this time, please. No, they were not nice.
You just got to beat 2 successes.
I got what? I got 14, so that's like what, 3 failures?
Oh,
Reroll.
Jesus.
Yeah, reroll again. All right, that's better. All right. That's 3 successes.
Hey, 3 successes.
All right, you beat it. You're able to again dip and dodge with the Zaku out of the way of the Regina shots, and they just impact behind you and around. Still, the volume of fire from these Fetty anti-MS weapons is way heavier than what you've experienced before fighting.
Yep.
The explosions they're leaving off, you have no doubt that if one of them hit your cockpit armor, it would be a cockpit.
Yeah. Does that mean I get to use my action now since I fired?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, if you want to use your weight to act.
How far are they?
They would be at long range from you, rough.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try and fire at 2 of them, and then probably duck for cover after that. I'm gonna use my shoulder MS cannon.
Here's the way it's going to work fighting dispersed Reginas. You guys can absolutely fire at each position at once on your turn. I'm not going to be like, no, they are technically one entity. But to represent their dispersal and position, you take a -1 for each additional one past the first that you're targeting. But if you hit them all for the same damage. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the greater the degrees of success that you're getting, like the more damage you're doing to the singular unit.
Yeah. But because they're dispersed, if you target them multiple ones with that, you're just taking a penalty.
Okay.
So if you want to
it's
hit
like-
2 of the positions, it would just be a -1 to your shoot check.
I get you. Okay. Cool.
Okay, so my 13 goes down to a 12 when I fire this. Actually, is this ordnance since it's the cannon?
It would be ordnance since you are using your can.
Bugger. All right, that's down to 11. All right, first one. Again, terrible. That's what. 2 failures on the first one.
Is it worth a reroll?
I've been using so many. I don't think it is.
Fair enough.
Fuck.
So it'd be so it's another -1 for targeting the second one as well, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, no. You only roll the one time. You only that's it. You just roll the one time, and whatever you get.
You
is what
can
get.
choose to impose negative modifiers to your own roll in order to hit more Regina positions at once, but you do damage. Like,
Yeah, they're all still 1 unit. I'm not gonna make you sit here and roll 4 different dice for each Regina position.
That be deranged.
Exactly.
who would ever do that? As I say,
this
I
is-
take notes.
This is a simplified way of me to represent the Fetties doing actual proper positioning and concealment of their positions and distribution. Because they don't want any more Belarus massacres.
Okay. So I only make 1 shoot check basically.
Yep. So do you want to re-roll? You have narrative points still. You guys have a huge stockpile still.
No, that's a trap. I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna move into cover.
All right. That was your wait to act. You can pass it to a friend. Who do you want to pass it to?
I'll pass it to Theo.
Hey,
All right, Lieutenant. P.
we got 2
All
mooks.
right.
Tell them to do something.
Yeah. Our mooks, we got the gun cannon and the Zaku.
Yeah, Miraby has followed Isaac across, actually leaping in almost the exact same way and sprinting up after him as if he's suddenly so. Hampton is kind of looking at you like, oh.
Would orders given to the squadron that like usually help our roles also assist the NPCs?
Yes, it would. Though specifically, what I will be doing is if an NPC is assigned to someone, they essentially provide additional bonuses, essentially. So stuff like, for example, if you have Hampton firing, if you had gone before George, sorry, let me do it like that. You could have ordered Hampton to fire with George, and Hampton would have added 2 successes to George as a bonus, essentially, like a +2 to George's attack to represent the volume of fire. I'm not rolling for them as individuals. They are here to help you guys.
Yo, Theo.
Yes.
Assign them to me, and I'll move forward in snapshot, and I can make my snapshots fucking ridiculous to hit those Regina positions.
Yeah, sure. Is it my special action to tell the NPCs to follow up Jean?
Nope, you can just do that as part of a team action maneuver check.
Yeah,
All right,
and then the
I-
team
I-
action maneuver check would be like for all of us as well.
Yeah, I will try to set them over to assist John. Just, Hampton, Miraby.
Miraby is going to stay on Isaac's 6. He is going to disregard your instruction.
Fine, asshole. Jesus. And I will make a team action to try to get us a little bit of advantage here.
Just like proper positioning, understanding what the fuck is going on.
Exactly. We see some of these little bazooka guys, and we have Vulcans. We might as well try to pick off a swath of these dudes before we focus on the tanks. We know how to fight.
Well, I mean, I've got a plan to deal with the tanks. Trust me.
Oh, beautiful. Then we'll try to cover you and get rid of these
No, not right now. I just plan on tossing. They're over the ridge line. They're in a hold down position. We can just toss mobile suit grenades over the ridge and kill them.
That's true. If we overthrow them with the grenades, we can try to force them forward.
That's also true. But let's focus on what we've got ahead of us right now.
It's true. We want to get rid of these fucking man pads. So we will make a roll. We want to take out these gorilla assholes before any of them blow up our fancy mobile suits. These aren't your typical bamboo spears.
So it'll be a bonus to shooting at Regina fuckers.
Yeah. Let's
Well,
take care of these
hang on.
Regina assholes.
Keep,
Wait.
keep in mind, it's one special action for a leadership order. So you can either do a team action maneuver, or you can give a bonus to hitting something.
Oh,
If
I
you
get what
right.
you. Because if we give a bonus to hitting something, we have to pass the turn along normally, and that means
Yeah.
hitting it back to enemy.
Yeah, so keep that in mind, is that if you're doing a team action maneuver, you won't be able to give bonuses, but you'll get everyone going and moving, potentially.
Honestly, I would say do the team action maneuver right now.
Yeah, we
Because
need to get into range.
If we get good range and get momentum, we can kill them before they have the chance to fire on us, and the tanks will do their thing.
Ooh, you know what? What if I do? Can I do an intimidation team action maneuver to try to like oppress the guys that haven't gone yet, so that they're panicked about whether or not this is going to work since they've whiffed a couple shots already?
So you're talking about trying to panic the enemy, which would actually be an intimidation check and would also take your special action.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's under the team action. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It's literally under team action maneuver, which is a separate.
Yeah.
Thing. But
You can
is
do them,
that not
but
a leadership
honestly,
check?
I would recommend you do your command stuff because you have better command stuff.
That's true. I get
with
the
your
bonus to
commander
that.
type. Yeah.
Yeah. So we will go for that then.
We can control
at least for this
positive
time.
modifiers better than we can rely on the enemy suffering from negative modifiers.
That's fair. So yeah, I will make an order to get into positions to spread out so we're not easy pickings and to try to focus up and overwhelm them to do a team action and act in a row.
All right, you need to beat one success because that's what the enemy commander rolled to oppose.
What ability am I using?
It is going to be your leadership. I'm going to say with this plan, tact. So it's a 2d6.
I'm going to use a narrative point to reroll that failure.
You're down.
How
to
bad of a
6.
failure was it out of curiosity?
3 degrees.
Oh, gee.
Ooh.
Or two technically. I rolled a 10 on 8. Oh, that's much better. That will be a 3. It's a 6 on 8.
Okay, so how many degrees of success? Sorry.
3 degrees of success.
All right, you do it. You beat him. So you were able to get. Normally, you would only be able to get 2 people going. But because of your commander type, that upgrades by 1. So you were able to get 3 people going. So that is the entire team. That is Jean and Sigurd, and the NPCs as well, obviously, count.
Beautiful. Mwah. And for my action, I'm going to try to get a good Vulcan sweep on some of that Regina position.
How
If
many
I
would you
can
like to target?
Close in. If they're bunched together, I'll try to grab 1 or 2. How many-ish are there?
There are 4 positions.
4 positions? I'll try to grab 2 of them.
All right, you're going to roll with a -1 then. You're going to roll with another -2 from out of range with the Vulcans. So roll your shoot, please, with a -3.
That will be... It's going to be a normal shot. What is that going to be? Keen tact snapshot?
Just
Snapshot
use
isn't
the.
running?
If you were running, you'd have to have made a move check first. So go ahead and make me the move check first.
Which is move, right.
And if I don't directly tell you what to roll, just use what the cheat sheets.
Yeah, shot has shot, tact, shot, keen, snapshot, right?
Yeah, but like I just mean like you can pick if I don't tell you, essentially. Like,
Okay, I just wanted to be sure.
no, that
I
makes
would-
sense. I appreciate you checking. But yeah, in this case, you're
So-
actually going to be rolling snapshot because you're moving.
So that's going to be a 6, 7, 10, 10 on 13, 4 degrees of success on the move.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll your snapshot now as you actually no longer have the -3. You just have a -1.
Beauty, beauty. Trying to be. That's going to be 1 degree of success with a 10 on a 10.
All right, they are going to try to shrug off. They are in an entrenched position. They are confident in their position. This is a rarity with federal forces.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I'm going to have to name this platoon officer.
Oh, damn, he survived?
He rolled 2 1s on a 2d6.
God
damn.
damn.
I love collecting rivals. Give me more.
As basically, Theo, you put out enough Vulcan fire that would have normally scared federal infantry into just straight up surrendering. These guys don't flinch. As the dust clears, you just see the crews calmly reloading.
Fuck.
All right, who do you pass it to?
I got
I
a
will-
plan, Arthur.
I will pass it to John if he's back.
I am back. I spoke. Howdy. Oh,
All right, so Jean, it is your.
all right. So I got backup from our gun cannon boy. I'm sorry, I wrote down his name. Hampton.
You get a +2 from Hampton's gun cannon firing. Just
on like attacks, that sort of.
yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do a snapshot thing. So we're gonna move and shoot. You know.
Yeah, I get
So
what
I'm
you said.
gonna roll this. That'll be. It's a 12 on a 12.
All right, 1 success, so that's going to get you basically to the river, essentially, and into medium range.
That's fine. All right, so now Hampton is backing up Jean. I'm gonna use a narrative point. That brings it down to 5. So Jean starts off with a 13 on snapshot, +2 from Hampton, +2 from the narrative point. Threshold 17. 4 Regina positions, you said?
Yes, sir.
Targeting 4 Regina positions would make it all like a -3. Yeah?
Correct.
So I'll reduce the threshold to 14. Gonna roll.
You also
And
use the +1.
I did not use the +1. This is true.
I love that you keep saying that. Thank you, Mark.
Still need that
I'm
sound
making an
drop.
image to remind people right now.
All right. All right. Okay. That is that's a 7 on threshold 15, so that's 9 degrees of success against all
Yay.
Regina positions.
Alrighty. The platoon officer is going to choose to order his guys to shrug it off.
Oh, by the way,
And,
does that use like ammo like
Yeah, it reuses your capacity, but just by 1.
Okay.
All right, so they have gotten 5 successes on their shrug off. Jesus Christ, these guys actually are doing really good at this. But so that is a difference of 4 successes. So 4 damage is applied. Okay, that is going to wipe out one of the positions, Jean, but the other positions are standing defiant.
Wait, 4 successes on a Zaka machine gun. Yeah.
Yes, but it is the difference in damage applied. Sorry, the damage is the difference between when it's a shrug off. The damage. Is the difference
No,
in
no, I get
successes.
what you mean. My bad.
Yeah,
Nope,
because
you're
you had 9 successes and they have 5. 4 damage is applied.
Yeah, that is a shrug off specific thing here.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. It's.
Nope, you are totally fine. I was not clarifying that well because my brain decided to freeze up for some reason. But
So
yeah,
is that,
so basically, narratively, you did a lot of damage to the singular unit, and narratively, I am removing one team to represent.
Okay. I will mark a victory.
As this Fetty, I am going to roll their composure check now. All right, the Fetty officer's no longer able to keep his Regina team steady. They just saw what happened to that guy. The teams start breaking down the Reginas and.
We have some reactions, yeah?
Yes, you do.
Can I do suppression on their retreat, or is that not how that works?
I mean, the thing is, it would make their movement harder, but at the end of the day, they are just trying to run away. So it would just be them continuing to run away while under fire, essentially.
We
Yeah.
do have bigger fish to fry right now.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean, it's not a bad idea because you might still make it so that they can't fully disengage.
Do we still have any? There's still a special action to be done to like see people, right? Like to
Yeah.
suss out enemies. So that would be I don't know what that would be.
This would be a triangulation.
Triangulation. I'm shit at this. Yeah, that's 2 degrees of failure.
And you light these guys up, you see them start to break down their positions, but you're not sure where they're running to.
All right. I suppose that'll be all. So,
All right. Who do you pass it to? I mean, you gotta pass it to Sigurd, but I gotta ask.
Yeah, I'm passing it. I'm passing it to Sigurd.
All right, Sigurd, it's your go, buddy. What do you want to do?
All right. Is there any cover between me and tanks in like a forward position?
Unfortunately, not really. I mean, the tanks can't really hit you until you crest the ridge with how they're set up. So, like, if the Reginas are fucking off and not just doing a fake retreat, you're already as in much cover as you're going to be, effectively.
Okay.
If you imagine a bell curve, the tanks are on the other side of the bell curve, looking up at the top of the slope. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Which means they're there to fuck up anyone who wildly advances into them. So if the Regina team's packed up and fled and like jeeped some shit and we ran after them and we just ran face first into the tanks, you can imagine how that would entail our
Gotcha.
pain.
Would I have enough movement to get to the top of the ridge and go prone? Then try to take a firing position?
I would strong. As a player to a player,
Still
hand on
too
your
big
shoulder,
of a target.
I would strongly advise you don't go prone against Type 61s looking up at you.
Yeah.
Also, you'd have to cross a river to get there. Honestly, as the life coach, currently patting you on the shoulder, you could probably make a move check to cross the river and toss a fucking grenade over the top of it because we have cracker grenades.
I like that.
And that would basically the tanks have to get up a ridge and then get back down the ridge to slew
Before
onto
they have
you.
line of sight. Copy.
Yeah, and that just makes them incredibly fucking vulnerable. It also means they're ignoring Isaac, which they probably won't.
I am kind of right in their face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lovely gift for Isaac coming soon.
Wait, really? Does it involve danger?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to get within safe range to toss a grenade. So, rushing forward and throwing a grenade.
All right, make me a move check and then a snapshot ordnance.
Five successes.
You get right across the river into the bottom of the ridge, where you then chuck your grenade over the other side. Go ahead and roll the snapshot.
Snake eyes and a 5. That's
Yay!
a 7.
Oh my god! All right, awakening. This is going to hit all of them. They are all going to make shrug off check. How many successes did you?
I had 1. No, 2. 2.
2 successes. Okay. They also got 2 successes on their shrug off check, so we're going to do a tiebreaker.
Can I
Roll
use
me a
my team roll?
1d6. I rolled a 1. Okay, god damn it.
1d6. That's a 6.
Okay, so their shrug off check is successful. So,
have a
you know,
question.
Sigurd. Yeah, go ahead.
I would, after seeing them attacked, I would like to add it on the fire. I believe I have a reaction left.
Yes, you do.
So, but you first explain. Describe.
So, essentially, what occurs here, Sigurd, is you toss the grenade over. It's perfect. And again, if you had been fighting the Fetties, you had been fighting 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, this would have probably taken out all 4 of these tanks. But the second your grenade starts rolling down the hill, this mobile suit scale ordnance, each of the Type 61s, almost in perfect sync, reverse out of their positions and just let it explode against their previous position. They are now out of cover, but they have not taken any damage.
Hey, that's good.
I have a
Good night,
question.
gravity.
Yeah,
Which,
go ahead.
which of the enemy tanks have actually gone? Because I'm looking at the.
Only one.
It's like, goddamn.
Yeah, we did the
I
team
got
action.
3 very special friends for Isaac.
Yep. So I'm gonna snapshot their asses because am I close at all to them?
You're at close range.
Will I get a bonus at all from that?
I'll give you a bonus because Sigurd got them out of cover, so I'll give you a +1. And Mirabi will give you another +2 because he will fire with you immediately.
So that's 12 naturally, +1, +2, 15. I want to try to hose down the second one, and I'm going to say, Mirabi, suppress any of them. Don't let them get off any clear shots, Mirabi.
Understood, sir.
And then I would like to give an order to the rest of the team. Keep moving up. They can't last under this kind of pressure. What would you like me to roll for first? The shooting or the order?
Let's do the order first so that I know how your guys are doing.
Would you like that to be charm leadership or keen leadership? Just the standard one?
Let's do team leadership.
It's the same either.
I don't I don't really strike Isaac in this moment as particularly charming.
That's 7 under a 9. 3 successes.
All right, excellent. All right, so everyone will be getting a +3, I believe.
Yeah, just +3 because it's on a natural. It's a +2, but because of commander, it's a +3. Please put that in your check modifier.
+3 for moving up and
Blasting these, applying pressure. Really.
Alrighty. And pay no attention to the man behind the mirror.
Oh, here's an idea. I would also like to shoot like the second and third one with while using my ace in a day.
Sure, I'll allow you to tack that on.
I believe that's second, third, fourth. That's 3. So 15 on that second one. Rolling now. 6 successes.
Isaac,
Yeah.
you are react fired as past the ridge, out in the woods, way past the ridge, 3 more tanks fire their cannons from concealed position.
Does it hit me?
As Type 61-5, Type 61-6, and Type 61-7 are going to react fire to suppress you on each of your shots.
Alrighty. How much am I suppressed by?
I'm going to roll that now. All right,
Wait a
first
minute.
one, nothing.
Oh. Wait a minute. These Fetties blundered. I realize now.
Yeah.
Because ace in a day is ignore 3 negative modifiers. Ignore negative modifiers for 3 checks in a turn.
Oh, I see. Okay. I was under the impression that was just the negative modifier from the activation, but if you are saying it is all negative modifiers, I will take your word for it, as you are the
Yeah,
one
that's
who
why
made.
you only get to do it once.
Fair enough. All right. Well, all 3 of these guys fire, and none of it matters as they desperately try to back up their buddies and reveal their positions, Isaac. It appears your wild play of just swing around shit and make people shoot at you is working out in terms of springing this amp.
Do I shoot the shit out of that second one? What happens? I got 6
Yep.
successes.
Yep. Tank 2 is utterly destroyed.
That's 13 victories. Let's go into the next roll. That's 10 successes on the next one.
All right. Tank 3 is utterly destroyed.
You know, it'd be easier instead of putting zeros, just
Never. You can't make me. I will do it manually.
No, it's just because, or like putting in 0, then like this. Watch. I copy that cell and then I select over the area, then paste. Then it becomes.
Oh,
all the
I'm
same.
aware. You will never stop me. I will do it manually.
And for my third magic trick, that's another 6 successes.
All right. That is 3 tanks destroyed as tank number 4 also detonates as you have devastated this armored unit.
Yay!
All right. The tanks in the woods are going to use their actions now because they are the only ones who can go. Yeah, guess what they're going to do, everyone? Everyone want to take a guess after what they just saw?
Come on, shoot me.
Surrender.
Hit me.
Yeah, they're going to fire at Isaac.
What?
What? No, I'm gonna make a move check. I would like to spend a narrative point to give myself a +2.
Alrighty.
That brings us down to 4 narrative points, and brings me up to 16 on this chat. Wait, no, 15 because it's a snap. It's a free dodge,
Correct.
and that is 9 successes. I rolled a 7 under a 15.
Good news. Only one of them actually hit you, and it misses anyways with that dodge. So all 3 of the tanks fire this volley off at you, Isaac, while you're basically in the open, and you manage to twist your Zaku out of the way, dodging all 3 shots.
Excellent.
All right, that is the end of this round. As we go up, we start
Wait.
over again, and I am going to pull. Yes.
I was just about to say, like,
I'm going-
if our friends here, they have reactions if they were very, very
They can't see these guys yet. They have to
I
get
was
up
about to
a
say,
bit closer.
it's like, oh, if they could see these guys, just blast the shit out of them.
Hey, I can just take aimed. I can just do an aimed instead.
Or they could have said, like, oh, Isaac's
Yeah.
getting hit. I'm going to
All right.
charge up. But it's too late now. Anyways, now what?
I'm going to pull Jean first.
Yeah.
Jean, you are seeing flames from burning Fetty tanks. Isaac is Isaacing. What do you want to
Well, the Regina teams are running away. Yeah.
Yeah, and now that you're tracking them, you see that they're trying to mount up onto some little Fetty car with their Reginas and drive away.
Well, the tanks are the more pressing issue. Right this instant, and he has his orders. So, Jean is going to push going to push up onto the ridge and start laying down heavy fire. Would I get aimed from having the reaction left over last time? Or is that just like
Yeah, sure, I'll let you do that.
okay?
I'm nice
But I'll
enough
make
that I'm
up-
not gonna quibble over it. Like,
Well, technically
Yeah, I get you.
speaking,
I'll make
with
one.
aimed, if you can keep adding aimed onto an attack, even like the turnover into the next turn.
Okay. That's evil. I'm not doing that. That's mean.
thank you, Jean. I appreciate it.
That's fucked up and evil.
Yeah.
Okay. Whew, okay, that's an 11 on a 12 for a move check. That's 2 degrees of success. Yeah. So.
Also, I gave you back 2 narrative points for the spawning of 3 more tanks.
Oh, I'll, oh,
Cool.
excellent. I love that. We'd love to see it.
All right. So. Jean, by the rules of that stuff, Jean would have made a medium move, so like he would have pushed through the river and up the.
You're
up
basically
the-
around the ridge now, I imagine.
Yeah. So has he got the ridge between him and the rest of the tanks, or is it still or is like?
I
he's
imagine
up
you're
on the ridge?
essentially. I imagine you're not like fully cresting it like Isaac did. You're just popping up enough that you can see over it, since you now know that they're.
Yeah. And so those 3 tanks, they're at medium or long range,
Those 3 are at long range.
and there's this one tank left here. Yeah.
Yeah, which is the commander vehicle.
Well, fuck them.
Hey, remember, you got
Yeah.
that +3 in your back
Yep,
pocket.
I got the +3. Yep.
Mark, post the
so
image.
and then
Didn't John already use his
Jean did
His
already
plus one?
use the luck. But this is very, very funny because between the aimed and the +3 and the 13 snapshot, that brings us up to 18. I'm then going to
Correct.
use a narrative point for an additional plus.
Oh, gee.
2. That'll bring the threshold up to 20.
Wait, what?
And
How
yeah,
much?
so Jean has Jean has a 13 in the snapshot. You then added a +3 to his roll for attacking the tanks, which brought him up to a 16. He aimed. This brings it up to an 18.
No, you
Combine
remember
this
you
with a
you
narrative.
max. Oh yeah, a narrative point. But thing is, it'd still be lower than that because you max out at a +6.
Yeah,
Oh, if
plus
that's the
6
case,
is the
then I
highest
can't-
modifier you can
If
make.
that's the case, I can't use a narrative point. Or
Well, you
rather, I would
can, but
choose
like
not
because
to
narrative
use a
points affect your flat. But like, that's still too high. Anyways, but it's still really fucking high.
I'm not going to use a narrative point. 18 is plenty.
Yeah, more than enough.
All right, go ahead and roll.
You don't need to kill that tank this badly.
screw this guy in particular?
That's Snake Eyes +4.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, this guy
So
needs
that's-
3 1s to not die, basically. So,
So
let's
that's
see.
that's a 6 on an 18. That's 13 degrees of success.
Your round punches straight through the commander tank and just sends it flying, flipping through the air.
Is that an awakening point?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Add another AFE kill. And you did include Hampton's bonus he was giving you as well.
No.
Okay.
Let's not quibble.
would've-
It would have
that's-
made no difference.
That would have been a
Well, just know
15.
that Hampton was shooting. Just know Hampton was shooting with you in spirit.
Yeah, that's why Hampton. That's why I was rolling so good, because Hampton's a tanker. He knows where to hit. Obviously. Thank you, Hampton.
That's our fucking boy.
After that, I mean, that's the action.
All right. Who do you want to
I'm
pass it
gonna-
to?
I'd actually like to do another fucking the detection thing.
Okay, yeah, make a triangulation check, please.
Another awakening point,
That-
wasn't it?
No. This is like this threshold is 6, and that is 665. So that's a 17.
Ooh.
That was 11 degrees of failure.
You were very close to something really bad happening.
Yeah. So is it just I don't see nothing.
Spawns
But
in
if I
new
did a
enemies with a
critical
critical failure.
I mean, yeah, that'd be fair.
All right. Who are you passing it to, Jean?
Okay, my bad. I can pass it to an enemy, right?
Yeah, you could pass it to an enemy.
Hey, Isaac, catch. I'm passing it to the 5th tank.
Let's
All right.
go.
He's bait.
Come on. Hit me.
He is actually going to fire at Jean.
God damn it.
Oh.
Another awakening point for the Fetty Tanker Corps this session.
God. Damn it.
You must beat 9 successes.
Hmm.
Just kidding.
Huh?
Wait.
Because Hampton immediately uses the sacrifice action.
Actually, counterpoint. I told Maze, whatever the hell his name is, Mark. Not our Mark. The NPC to suppress the enemies, and why isn't he suppressing?
He did suppress them. That's part of why they missed you so badly when they fired 3 volleys at
Yeah, but the thing is, I want him to keep doing it. That's his standing order.
you. Oh, all right. It has brought it down to 7 successes.
And I have a reaction, and I would like to suppress.
Unfortunately, I must regret to inform you that someone else has already used their reaction.
Oh.
As Hampton has used the sacrifice reaction go by.
Hampton, no. Our boy.
Has Hampton used his +1? Well, I guess it
No,
doesn't
Hampton
matter.
doesn't have a +1 because this isn't rolled. They can only do things that don't require them to.
How much fucking health does the gun cannon have again?
It doesn't matter. This is Perry we're talking about.
Oh no, it has good health. That is why he's doing it, as essentially the tank rounds just punch through his armor or punch through the shield and do a little bit of damage to the armor, but he is otherwise unhurt. As he essentially body blocks for the hard hitting hit.
Save my ass. Hell of a
Nice
job,
one,
Hampton.
Hamtaro.
What did Sigurd say?
Nice one, Hamtaro.
Why are you guys
It's
bullying
Hampton!
me? Why are you guys bullying?
It's fucking Hampton!
Well, we were nice to
Sergeant-
the other kids, and they died horrifically.
Sergeant Sigurd, please, if you would, save it for the mess hall.
We have a fight! Get up here!
The 5th tank is going to pass it to the 6th tank, which is going to fire on Isaac now, giving him what he long desired.
I'm gonna shoot it back as a snapshot.
He rolled 3 6s, so you know that's great.
Yay!
Nice fire, it
Snapshot.
explodes.
So that's 12 naturally. Any modifiers?
It's like the protagonists of a Federation side story are stuck in a unit with average Federation soldiers. Sorry, say again, go on. I got
My-
distracted by that.
My
odd
flat roll is at 12. Any modifiers?
Do you get benefits from your own order?
No.
I'm going to say because he crit failed, I'm going to give you a +3.
+3. Got it. Oh, that's only 1 success.
I mean, he crit failed. It's enough. You shred through some armor.
It's on the 6 tank, so that should bring it down to 2.
Oh yeah, 6 tank. Thank you. Alrighty, that's him gone. He has to pass it to an enemy, so he is going to pass it to Sigurd.
Want to move to a better vantage point? Just
Yep.
open fire with a MS machine gun. Probably go for who is targeting John?
Tanks.
That would be tank number 5.
You gotta push up
Yeah, I'll
onto
go
that
for him.
ridge, boy. Get on up there, boy.
So yeah, move roll.
Yes, sir.
I don't have any any more bonuses, right? That +1 was just
Well, you have the +3.
right. I have a +3.
Yeah, from
Do I
the
have to
order.
use that now, or can I? Oh, I can use
That
that
is, it's an
elsewhere, right?
option.
Oh yeah, yeah, I don't need it. That is 4 successes on the move.
Smiley face.
Yeah, you join John up on his little hidey hole at the ridge, essentially.
All right, snapshot.
Yeah, you firing at 5?
Yeah.
All right, you let loose
Uh,
a stream of 125 rounds at the 5th tank in the woods. Go ahead and roll your snapshot, please.
I'm
He
gonna
is going to
reroll
try
that.
to shrug this off.
I'm gonna have to re-roll that one. That's a narrative point.
Don't
Alright,
forget you
go
get a
ahead and
+3
reroll.
for attacking the tanks.
That brings us down to 5 narrative points.
All right. That is 2 successes. Using the
All right, that's enough
+3.
to trigger your burst value up to 4 to do 4 damage on the 5th tank. That is a potential mission kill. That is a mission kill as you send a round straight through the tank. It doesn't explode, but you see the 2-man crew bailing out, which is interesting to you because the previous ones you fought have been 3 to 4-man crews.
Ah, these are A5s.
Add a
Yeah, a lot's
victory.
making sense now. Yeah, add an AFE victory. And who do you want to pass it to, Sig?
Has to be an enemy.
Nope, it can be an ally. In fact, I encourage you to do an ally.
Yeah, let's go to Theo.
All right. How many Regina squads are left?
They
did
are
we-
currently driving away into the distance on Lakota.
How far are they range wise?
They would be at the range band above long, so I think it's very long.
Are they going? Would I have to run towards the tank line to get towards them?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's smart. And we're down to what? 2 tanks left?
2 tanks. One of them's pretty damaged. The other is still fully operational, but is considering their chances.
Still got George. George, what's the range on the Zaku cannon's cannon?
Long,
Medium
Long?
long.
medium, long. Yeah.
It only needs 1 success to blast the absolute living shit out of these guys.
Yeah. I am going to use my special action to command. I'm going to command George to cannon the leader of the retreating Regina trucks to fucking blast them and try to clean them up before they totally boogie.
Alrighty, I'm going
Um,
to spend a narrative point to afflict you with a penalty.
Ooh.
Brings us up to
So I'm
6.
going to add a -1.
So that's a -1 to the target, which means it's harder to roll under, right? So let's see here. That's gonna be -1. That's gonna be 3 successes.
All right,
-1 included.
You take out 2 of the Lakotas and Regina team, sending the jeeps flying. Count those as infantry victories, please. Psycho.
Sure. Hey, they got big toys now. We got to get some fear in them so those don't show up more.
Through your mono eye, you see that the platoon leader has escaped with his team.
Yeah,
Or I
that
should
track.
say, her team.
Oh,
As
Sorry,
through
was-
the Zaku camera, you see her glaring in your direction before the Lakota disappears.
Sorry, was that supposed to be me doing that, or I'm confused?
No, it was
I had
Fiatbot.
originally, I had originally meant to do a leadership.
Oh, okay. You were
roll.
sorry. All right. Well, George, would you like to roll and see if you get them instead?
Now you can have them.
Yeah, I must have drastically misheard that. Then I don't know how that went in one ear and just turned into that. But whoops. The last tank has failed its morale check, so it is trying to run away and dispense with smoke.
Yeah,
the last
I did roll the
unbandaged
extra die, by the way, to do a mobile suit shooting, and it would also have been 3 successes.
Jesus Christ. Alrighty. Both of the other tanks are going to pop smoke and retreat at this point because you guys have utterly thrashed them. They don't see any point in trying to slug this out anymore. So you have done it. You have forced the crossing at the Vistula. And you have done so in a way that makes you all look very skilled. There will be consequences to this.
And everyone survived.
Yeah, everyone survived.
For now.
They're retreating, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're in total retreat.
They still in range?
In due
No,
time.
they
in
have
due time.
popped smoke to break the line of sight.
Ah, fair. Whatever.
That's the one thing about these M61s is they do have the "I want to leave the fight now" button. God, please.
Mm-hmm. They're just good enough at staying alive long enough to be pests.
Exactly. So they did delay you, but you forced the crossing, which was the whole. In the next coming days, in the next few hours, I should say, the entire regiment crosses the Vistula, and in other fronts, word breakthroughs come up and down the line, and word is passed down. No rest till Berlin. Zaku Chocolat is issued out at double the normal ration, as is much to Mirabai's joy.
I'll probably pawn that off to Theo.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I prefer my
The extra
suffering.
rum or the extra meth chocolate?
Yes.
Yes.
I prefer my suffering raw.
Okay, fair enough.
And I'm the psycho.
That is the end of combat, and again, for the next few days, you guys are just chasing the Fetties down as they are in total retreat through Germany.
You know, the last thing
you
I'd
get
like to say.
interesting surprise. You get an interesting surprise when you cross into Germany.
What?
You can suddenly read all the road signs.
It's just like home. Mein Gott.
Yeah, but they all boo you and throw stuff at you as you go through town.
What lovely people.
They're just confused.
I wonder.
Probably just hungry. I bet they'll be able to make some pasta once we're done here.
And by March 30th, you enter Berlin without any more shots being fired. From America, the word comes in that the Federation forces have completely collapsed in North America. Remnants are desperately retreating through Mexico to Jaburo, or there's rumors of some holdouts in Alaska and northern Canada fighting in the cold. As well, in the east, Vladivostok has held out on the Federation end, and China has stalemated. But everywhere else, it seems like the Federation's in full retreat. Suddenly, it does look like the predictions that the war will be over within the month are coming true again.
We'll see
It's a
about
total federal wrap. Final news I'll give you, though, and then I will give you all some time to do some downtime stuff again, is word comes in that the feds are launching a massive army in the Basque country. You don't even know where that is, but they say it's in some place called Iberia to do a counterattack. And before that counterattack can be launched, a Xeon commander named Noyan Bitta is leading a force to go crush this pocket of Federation resistance. Meanwhile, all remaining Xeon forces are to try to entrap the Federation forces against the coasts of Germany and France, and the Netherlands, and Belgium. You are going to be sent after a Federation holdout force that is trying to evacuate from the city of Cuxhaven. You will not be part of the Basque country chase. So, is there anything else you all want to do as you tour through Germany? Anything you want to discuss?
There is one thing I would like to say to George. You know, as we make it over that crest of that ridge. Well, you certainly end up in that movie.
I don't know. I didn't really get anything. All that happened was I got shot at.
You you got shot at in the fancy new toy.
I guess.
We had a very inspiring display of camaraderie as our
What are you talking about?
well, our gun cannon pilot covering me with a shield. Very cinematic.
You mean the one you guys all
Maybe
keep
they should have
bullying?
put the target.
I don't know what
Maybe
you're
they
talking
should have put
about.
the target on the front.
I'm pretty damn well sure you know what I'm talking about, Sergeant.
Captain, I treat him like any other soldier.
Yeah, right.
Over comms, Mirabee cuts in and says, "Does anyone think that this is going too easy? Don't you think the feds are just going to unleash something on us now that we've pushed this far? Maybe they'll violate the Antarctic Treaty and use nukes or gas."
Of course they wouldn't. And I put my hand over on Mirabee's shoulders to get a contact comms. It's like, yeah, we can't keep this up. Just try not to die.
We're fucking dead.
We'll see about that. Well, even if you are, what does it really matter?
I guess that's true. We got nothing left to live for anyways. Mirabee Zaku head literally kind of tilts lower as it marches.
Well, I don't know what everybody's so quiet about. We crushed Federation with our operation. We've been pushing them all the way back. And yeah, they've been putting up a stiff resistance. But we are beating them. And all those fancy toys mean jack and squat if you push them into the sea.
Again with that word.
Hampton cuts in. "I wouldn't be so sure about that. We haven't had to deal with the Blue Water Navy yet. If we're fighting at Cuxhaven, we definitely will. They got a major naval base at Britain and Dublin. That means carrier strike group, battleships.
Well, we got mobile suits, got aircraft of our own. Hell, we're moving with the airborne. And all that wet water navy doesn't mean anything. They can't control any land they actually have.
Yeah,
Being
but it's not.
pushed-
It's going to be cold comfort to us if they hit us with several fucking carrier strike groups and battleship barrages. It's going to get pretty dicey at Cuxhaven.
Just kind of have to. We're gonna have to roll with the punches anyway. We got our marching orders.
Well, let's just hope they don't get the miracle. You have no idea what he's referring to, by the way.
Hampton, what do you mean by the miracle?
It's an old Earth legend. About some old Earth army that came. It was fighting in Europe against some nasty force, and they got pushed back to the coast and managed to all evacuate to the British Isles. It's what the feds are trying to do right now is get everyone out of mainland Europe. If they manage to do that, that's a significant chunk of the Euro army still intact. You notice we haven't overran any other army groups like you guys did to us in Belarus. They've just been running. It's because they want to reconsolidate somewhere else. I don't know what they're going to do just with islands, but, well, from what I remember in my history lessons, they held out. Those guys that evacuated in the past held out with islands and then came back.
Oh well.
Well, seems like all of Earth is an island now. They've lost space, more or less. Might be a long way from home, but so are they.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, did you hear that McHugh guy's speech that we could fight the war for 10 more years now because we have a death? What do you guys think of that?
I think that guy's full
I
of shit.
hate that guy.
We won't need to fight for 10 more years.
I figure we got resources now. We can keep producing more suits. Federation suits aren't as good as ours.
I
The
assume we'll have something aquatic pretty soon.
Yeah. Eventually, we'll be able to take the fight to them, regardless of how many islands they have to hop across. What use is having all your soldiers on a boat if you can't sail on your own seas?
Well, an island is defensible from the sides, but we come from above.
That's the other thing.
As you all come to rest at your new forward operating base in a location known as Fulda, you are summoned to the command tent by the colonel.
Ma'am?
Good news and bad news. Good news, you've got a new mobile suit assignment. Bad news, you're going to be the only mobile suit team pushing into Cuxhaven. The rest are being diverted to join General Bitter's attack in the Basque Country.
Okay.
Figures as much.
I don't know much about this new mobile suit, but they deployed it. They sent it in to us recently. Said there's only about 30 other models made right now. Kind of just looks like a weird Zaku to me, but I don't know. They keep telling me it's no Zaku. And the
Ooh.
mobile suit you see is a strange Zaku-esque silhouette with 2 spiked shoulders and a short shield.
Just like that fucked up
We all-
statue we saw at the party.
Yeah, exactly. Which you would all know as the Goof A type.
Huh.
The first of the Goofs. And
Well.
you will have to, in your downtime between sessions, decide who will have the Goof for the Battle of Cuxhaven.
Well, I got Maisie. She
Not gonna
got me
lie, I
this
want
far.
it.
I need it.
It does have a heat sword, by the way.
That's useless to me. Wait, can someone else use
Yeah,
the heat
that's why I
sword?
want it.
Well, that is something for you all to discuss. in between sessions, as we are going to start winding down now. So, as Mista dismisses you all, if you've got anything else you want to discuss before we end, now's the time to do it.
So, Theo, your old mates,
Yeah,
do
pal.
anything?
They provided some cover and fire here and there, but they didn't kill any of us, so I'll take that as a win.
Good point. I'll drink to that.
Even Hampton made it through,
Okay.
so
Despite his own best efforts.
kid's got guts.
Yeah, I'll give him that. Yeah, he survived one conflict. He's already got one up on the last patch.
Yeah, that ain't hardly their fault. You don't see that. You don't see that sort of weapon every day.
No. That was just a bad hand.
Well, hopefully luck stays on our side.
Again, I'll drink to that.
Fucking Comey.
But
All right, we
The-
will cut over to Isaac. Isaac, as you have something you wanted to bring attention.
the thing I actually typed in right now is not the thing I was actually thinking of.
Oh,
So yes, I did leave the Ziana Cross back in Poland. It means nothing to me.
Talhans is going to throttle you, by the way, just as a aside. But continue.
What? It just got lost. It fell out of my trunk. Yeah, sure. Anyways, what I wanted to do is I wanted to write a letter to Matron Susanna, just informing her that I am no longer allowed to send mail.
All right, and that's where we leave off on then, with Captain Isaac scribbling his "I can't send mail. The government is watching me" letter.
Yeah, I'll put a little frowny face in it.
I can't send mail, frowny face. And then draws a little frowny face.